Good evening, everyone. This is White House Films here, or Michael White, and welcome to the third installment of Modeler's Corner. This episode is called The Blue Meanies because very soon here we'll be joined very shortly by a good friend of mine, Mr. Thomas Biddle, otherwise known as the Blue Pioneer. Oh, give me a sec here. Play back the volume. It's just gone for a sec. Now, we'll start off very shortly here because I've still got to get things sorted out here. Also, if you hear some crunching noise in the background, that's my dog May. She's just munching away at a bone, and it's actually quite loud. So I'm gonna let her out for a bit and give her some run around for a wee bit. Then I'll come back and we'll get down to starting the stream. So if Tom should pop up at some point during this stream, if I'm not here, just let him know where I am, and I'll be back in about roughly about 2 minutes, or maybe less than a minute. So just bear with me for about a few minutes and we'll get things started off. Oh, hey, Tom.
Hey, yeah. Can you hear me?
Yep. Just so you know, here we're now live here. So
right. Okay. So we're filming now, are we?
Yeah, we're starting out now here. So I've just told the stream here that I'm going to be starting in about a minute or so because I'm still trying to get stuff set up, and I'm just going to let my dog out for a wee bit because she's making a bit of noise downstairs at the minute.
Okay, because I mean I can't see any video, so.
Yeah. It's just because I haven't turned it on yet. I haven't got the webcam set up yet.
Okay, cool.
Okay, so folks, this is Tom Biddle, otherwise known as the Blue Pioneer. If you wish to ask me any questions whilst I'm away, feel free to do so, and I'm sure Tom will be able to take his time to answer whatever questions you have. Okay, so Tom, I'll leave the stream for you for about a few minutes, all right?
Sure. I can't see anything, but.
Oh yeah, hang on a sec. I'll send you the. Where's the stream link? There it is.
Because all I can see is like just an icon. I can't see.
Yeah. We're gonna put our webcams in a minute here. Again, as I said, like we're trying to get ourselves set up here.
Okay, cool.
All right, hang on. I'll send you a link to the playback here. You might also need to put your YouTube video on mute as well in case you hear any playback. It might, maybe distract you at some point. But anyway, here's the link.
Distract myself.
Okay, so yeah, we're back in a minute here, guys. So what was the mute button? There we go. All right, back in a few minutes here.
Still there? Hello? The Blue Meanies. Hello? The Blue Meanies. Right. Hello? So we're just on Hangouts or what? So I'm still a bit confused about what's happening here. Okay, sorry guys if this is taking a while. This is my first time using Google Hangouts, so I've no idea what I'm doing.
Sorry about that.
Hey.
Hey, let's be back here. So, just getting the last bit here set up here, and then I'll come on webcam.
That's cool.
This much?
Not really. I'm just trying to figure out how this works.
It's a bit like just a normal Skype thing, really. But
I can't see any. I mean, what happens on the YouTube chat? Does it happen on here? Or
the actual YouTube chat is actually in the actual. Did you not look at the YouTube link there?
Oh yeah, but I mean, it's a bit distracting because I hear myself back.
Yeah, that's what I said to you before. Turn the volume down. Turn the volume off on the video.
Right, I get you. Sorry.
Sorry, that's what I said, because sometimes it comes back as a bit of a delay thing. So probably I was speaking to it too fast there for you, but
it's been a rush day. It's been a rush day.
Sorry?
It's been a rush day for you, hasn't it?
It has been like it's.
Have you been out in the sun?
Sorry?
You been out in the sun?
I was the day just working out in the garden there.
All right, nice.
Yeah, just playing with the dog.
Man of all gauges.
Hey?
A man of all gauges.
All ages. Well, I wasn't working on the garden railway today though, but just I had loads of other stuff trying to sort out here. Mainly to do with tonight's stream, really.
Oh, okay.
You'll see what I mean here in a wee sec here now.
Oh. I went out and played football with my mates. Hey.
Right, here we got. Let's see now. I just want to check the YouTube chat here. Who we got here? There are 5 people in the chat here, so let's see.
Daniel Coffey.
Daniel Coffey, hello mate. How's it going?
We've got Dinty Brick Railway.
Dinty Brick Railway. Good to see him again.
Andrew Rose Cole.
Andrew Rose Cole. I think I might have seen this stuff before. I can't remember.
Willimations, I love that.
Oh, Willimations. Yes, I know him. He actually he bumped into me at a model railway show in Coltrane, and I think it was it Willimations? Was it your dad that asked me all the questions, or was it yourself? I can't remember. It was either you or your dad constantly asking me all the questions.
Oh.
It was a long time ago. It was back in 2016, really. So.
Okay.
But yeah, here.
Half baked 8.
Oh yes.
Yes. Hello, how are you?
That's good to see you. Right, let me see. I just want to test my webcam nicely.
Yeah, sorry, Dan. Henry's sad story. Yeah, it's strange. Like a decade old. It's more than a decade old. That's creepy.
Do you know what? That's actually one of my among my favorite list of like the top 5 SAF production videos I like the most.
I'm very surprised because
Because yours came second to with so Tom Hat and the Mysterons being number 1.
that's funny. I love that.
Oh, it's very good.
But that was my worst voice for Edward ever. Actually,
No, it wasn't.
it was.
It wasn't.
It was.
Oh, give over.
I was trying to do.
Yeah.
Have you seen Huxley Pig?
Yes.
I was trying to impersonate the bat character, the waiter. Or
the vampire guy.
Yang, my lady.
Right.
Oh, Vincent, ask Cookie to prepare tea for everyone. Everyone, even Horace, my lady. Oh, bless my soul, what are you still doing here? Yeah.
Hang on a second. What's my dog doing? Hold on a second.
When are we going to actually see any video? I don't know how to make it work.
Hang on.
So do you control it? Like how we see video? Or
Yeah, hang on a second. I'm just going to put my webcam on now. Okay, so here's myself, and this is what I'm going to be working on tonight for Modeller's Corner. And before I even ask, yes, I know there's a Dalek in the corner there. I remember my old videos, the Dalek used to make an appearance somewhere.
How do I get mine to work?
Hey? Oh, what's wrong?
How do I get my camera to work?
Oh, if you go up, if you move your cursor up there, there'll be like, you know, options like, you know, turn mic on, turn camera on. You just have it?
It should be on.
Should be on.
Well, there's no way.
Should be on there.
I've only got one webcam.
So I'm gonna turn off in a second. I was just trying to get the right angle I'm looking for. No.
Oh.
Sorry about this, folks. Yeah, Tom's a bit new to Google Hangouts, so.
While I'm trying to sort mine out, you carry on what you're doing.
Okay, so today I'm going to be working on Farcore Mark II, my replica, and today I've been mostly working on getting the track laid. So the track is pretty much completed, really, all stuck down here. So most of it here is Pico streamline flexible track with a mixture of set track and streamline points. It's all been laid out to the way the Renology head is laid out. And if you remember in one of my last streams with regard to Farcore Branchline Mark II, I was busy spinning down the cork rule bed for like most of the entire stream. And kind of wanted to avoid that stream because I actually had a bit of a, I remember I was having a wee bit of an issue with that one. So it was, yeah, quite tedious at times. So just out of curiosity, can I just ask the chat here, is that banging noise going to be a wee bit annoying? Because it's my dog here. She's making quite a lot of noise here. Can you hear it?
It's just about, but it's fine for me.
Yeah, from my point of view, from my hearing, like, she's really loud.
Yeah.
I don't know why she's doing.
Can I leave the chat and come back? Because I don't know why my microphone's not working.
Yeah, go ahead.
Is that all right if I do that? Or
Yeah, go ahead. Go right ahead. Right, I'm just going to check the chat here. So how are we looking at here? Okay, so yeah, we've got quite a number of folk here right now. So, how's everybody doing here? Did you have a good day today? Were you out in the sunshine? Tell us all in the chat what we at. Now. So yeah, as I was saying here about regarding to the track lane out there, I basically just use like, you know, standard track lane methods. You can find books and booklets and all like how to lay flexible tracking out there. And one thing actually I was a wee bit concerned on doing most was actually doing this bit here, which the camera here so you can see. These track joiner sections here. So basically what this is, I've used, what do you call it, copper clad electrical board, I mean, circuit board, yes, that's what it is. Circuit board to the ends of the rails here. Lay the track on top of it and cut out where the sleepers and all are, covering over the boards here, and just solder them into place. And one or two boards are removed. You know, I won't be able to damage and knock them about because most of the rails are pretty much soldered there, so there's a good enough room there for all the rails to sit on. Put them back on, and all the rails are all aligned perfectly. So that helps the trains get over the baseball joint okay.
Come on, you.
And yeah. So, any luck, Tom?
No.
Oh God.
Not let me do anything really.
Are you sure? Can you not see?
It works on Skype. It works on Skype, but whenever I like try and change the settings on Google, it doesn't do anything.
There should be an option there. Up along the top middle.
Yeah, it's not doing anything. Yeah.
Strange.
Let me select. Sorry, I've got no idea what's going on.
Oh God.
I press. Is it my webcam settings? Don't know why it's not. Let me do it in Google.
My camera settings. See how that works. Because maybe you need to select the camera.
Well, I mean, it works on Skype, but not on here.
Let me see here. What camera are you using? Are you using the standard webcam?
The one that's just attached to my laptop, yeah.
It should be working now. Try it. Have you tried unplugging the webcam and plugging it back in again?
I can't unplug it. It's attached to the laptop.
Right. That's so weird.
If you just want to carry on, I'll just So you can't think what's going. Sorry, you guys carry on. I'll be with you. I'll try and be with you as soon as I can.
Oh no, I say take your time, mate. Take your time. So, got a wee message there in the couple of questions in the chat there. Hang on a sec here. Yeah, just a reminder from Dan here. For anybody who's tuning into the Streaming to Legacy Chapter 7 tomorrow, Dan's going to be premiering the 7th chapter tomorrow evening at around, what time did you say it was streaming, Dan? Just leave in the chat there and I'll remind the guys. Just remind them at the time again. Hi again, Mr. Whitehouse Film. Just noticed where you live. Okay. Terry 55 Stepney, did you say you use circuit boards for the board joints? Do they slot into place with each other or just pressing against each other? Basically, what it is that I just pen these boards down onto the board itself here, and basically to join the boards together, I've actually got these little box clamps, and you know. So I'm able to like remove the boards fine, and then when I need to pick them up again, just line them up here so that the box clamps lock into each other okay. And I clip them in like that. And as you see, the rails are all lined up together perfectly fine. So hope that answers your question there. So what I'm going to try and do tonight here for the stream is to work out the electrics of the layout. Now, I've already put in the power cables for the track, the main power feed to the track. So power sections on the track, there's one going to be here, one here, just between those 2 points there, and there's another one here where the run-on loop is, goods run-on loop. So they're all going to be working on the same controller. Where do I put the controller now? It's in this box here. Now, Like with the original, the Revan OG, the original layout, the Revan OG used a homemade hand controller or walkabout controller, really, and it was made up of just a standard wooden box with a bit of cord so he can hang it from his neck, and just a standard dial, 2 switches, not there. So one switch would operate the directions of the locomotive. The other one would switch from, I think, probably from switching from one power track feed to the other. I'm pretty sure. I don't know if that's right or not. I'll have to look at my research folder again to remind me. But because I haven't really got much time to, or haven't got that much skill as to make up my own controller for this layout, I'm actually going to go a wee bit off the shelf here and just buy myself a Model W controller from Gauge Master. And what this does is I'm able to just plug it into the LED like so by a plug. You right, Tom?
Hmm?
Just heard that like clatter there. You right?
Oh no, it's fine. Don't worry.
No, that's okay. So yeah, I'll be able to plug that into one side of the board. Maybe I might put it on this side, because that's where most of all the electrics are going to be anyway. And yeah, that's what's going to be my power. Now I did have, I don't know if I still have it here somewhere. Might have been put it down somewhere here. It's like a sort of like a chocolate box connector system, really, and that way I'm able to when I'm setting up the LED, I'm able just to plug it into place. It's just basically like just two male and female plugs, really. Just plug it all together, but it's like in the form of a chocolate box connector, if you know what I mean. So that's going to be connecting all the power. That's just going to pass all the power from all these rails here, but also moving power to these point motors over here. So that's what I'll need to try and sort as well. Another thing here is that the Revolutionary used a system which it's called a what's the name? What's the problem? I'm trying to remember what's now called.
I'm gonna leave for a bit again and try.
Yep, go ahead. Oh, he's gone. Stud and probe, that's the name I'm looking for. He used a homemade stud and probe system to control his points. Now, the points that he used on his layout were just standard, celluloid motors from HMM, I think it is. And he made up his own, probe pen that there, so he's able to control it from behind the scenes. And he also had a stud and probe system on both the main board and also in the fill yard. So that one board, he's able to control it at exhibitions, whereas the one on the fill yard, he's able to control it when he's at home. It's because the board sits along the back of a wall. He's not able to. The walls were pretty much covering up all his controls for the if he was exhibiting the layout. But with that extra sudden probe thing there on the other side in the fill yard, he's able to have access to it and be able to sort out his trains willy-nilly. The only thing is, though, that he won't be able to have access to operate or see what's going on in the quarry fill yard. So I'd say he probably may have to look over a bit to have a look and see what's going on there, and make sure that the Spratt and Winkle coupling hooks are over the magnets all right. So yeah. So yeah, tonight I'm just, as I said, tonight I'm going to sort of get an electric sort out, and it should be fun. Now, let's see now, where did I put a connection box? I put it in a very specific place, which is here. And oh yeah. Just remembered, I actually bought another probe for this here. It's a more modern version from Pico, and I've got the original version. So this kind of draws to a little bit of a question, guys. I want you guys to do a little vote for me. When I'm installing these in here, should I use the original probe pen or the new version? Answers in the comments there, and we'll do a vote when we'll draw up the verdict when we get to that stage. But I don't mind it which one I go for in the end, really. Because I could probably, attach into one of these here, and then be able to swap it over. But which one do you prefer the most? The new version or the original version? Right. So these are the connecting boxes I told you about. Now, a friend of mine showed me these before, and it's a good way just to save on soldering all these like plugs and that. There are what do you call those other? Um, I would like to call would like to call them SCART leads or something, but I can't remember what the proper name for it is. But this makes things a lot more easier. So basically, all you have to do is just put all your wires, all you need to put in there, and just plug it in place. That's it. You're ready to roll. So, oh yeah, almost forgot. Tonight's beverage, as you may know, because sometimes when I do Modeller's Corner, we always have a bit of a beverage. Nope, I haven't got any cider with me tonight here because I drank it all last night. So same as last time here, Pepsi Max. So keep me all hydrated. No Oreos tonight because I actually had quite a big dinner, so I'm not really that hungry really. But if you guys have your own snacks there with you, you're more than happy to munch away whilst I'm working at this. So yeah, now. So we got wire here, and that's the other wheel. Come on, there we go. Now, where's my wire strippers? Wire strippers, where are you? It's always a good thing to try and make sure you have your tools on standby. Ah, here we are. Neither here. Okay, so wire strippers we need, and solder mat, and of course solder iron. Oh yeah, and flux as well. Where's my flux? Flux. Where are you, Fluxy? Ah, here it is. Here we go. Okay. Now I'm just using this. This is the flux I'm currently using at the minute here. It works all right here. Normally I would use liquid flux, but I ran out of it here, and I haven't got any more. So I forgot to buy some last weekend because there was the Northland Model Railway show was on last weekend, and unfortunately I wasn't invited to attend that show this year, which kind of disappointed me really, because I really wanted to take part in that show because I enjoyed it quite a lot. So why they didn't invite me back, I really don't know. But hopefully they'll invite me back next year. Though, however, Farquhar Branch was invited to take part in the Ulster Model Railway Club's show in August. And it was invited last year, but I had to turn it down because, well, the main reason is that it collides with, it's in time with another exhibit, which I really, really want to go to, which I enjoy going to. So I don't want to miss out on that show. So, yeah. Yeah, it's the one in Bangor Grammar School, yeah. I was there for about probably about half an hour, 45 minutes. So I was pretty much gathering up with a lot of stuff for brass iron engines, really, with in terms of like building kits and what else was there? And a few electrical items as well that I needed to get. Plus, I also need to get some stuff to finish off the watermill as well, which I just want to point out here. I'm not going to reveal the watermill just yet because. Oh yeah, cool. I'm not gonna reveal the watermill tonight because the watermill is going to be saved until Brass Irons is actually released because right now it's on its own set at the minute. I'm actually currently building up the set for the watermill scene. Now, I will have to confess here that the watermill scene is kind of random, and it may not. I actually am thinking that it may not fit in that well with the film. But the fact is, I actually really liked it. I really liked the watermill scene in Thomas Comes to Breakfast. So I thought, you know, can we make an exception? Can we make an exception that, you know, I include a scene that doesn't make any sense, has no purpose? just, just saying, just for the sake of having this item in this here, because, and like I said before last time, it was there is a watermill nearby Farquhar after all, on the Mid-Soto Railway. And the Mid-Soto Railway is not that far from Farquhar, so yeah. Okay, so I got well, the soldering iron's warming up here, so yeah, what I need to do now is to I need to drill holes here so I can solder the wires onto the tracks, so I'm able to transfer the power over, and I'll be able to get them connected up to the electrical boxes. So let me see now. We need. I'm actually wondering now. Should I actually try? Let me see how many sides about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's 10 on each side. So I'm going to divide them. I'm just saying what works here. Like, you know, it's just a save on plugs out there, because, you know, some maybe I was trying to think here, should I use both of these here, because I ordered 2 of these here, but I don't know if would it be enough there for me to actually include, you know, all the wiring on this one block here, so it just saves me just, you know, connect it all together. We'll try with this here and see how we get on. So, ooh, I need to drink badly. So, well, so, oh yeah, somebody was saying about the Dalek there. Yes, that's actually, I got that in 2008 for my birthday. Shortly after I came back from a holiday in Devon, where I met Christopher Audrey for the first time, and we weren't really actually planning to go. We weren't really planning to go to Devon in the first place, but I think it was my mum's idea when I just briefly mentioned to her that Christopher Audrey was in Peakorama doing a book signing, and it was the year that Thomas and Victoria came out. And she says, right, we're going there for a holiday. You're going to meet him. And I was like, flip me. I was like, what am I going to say? What am I going to say to him? So what am I going to scream with there? I'm not needing the Dremel just yet. But I'm kind of finished with the Dremel. Don't need the Dremel yet until we get to the fill yards. So yeah, we went up to Devon, and yeah, I got to meet Christopher Audrey for the first time, and he was a very, very nice man, really. Him and I chatted for about like maybe half an hour or so, because he was only just setting up his book signing stall with his wife Helen, and I just thought, like, you know, would he have the time to have a wee chat with me here? So I asked him if you know. I very jokingly just says to him, "Excuse me, sir, are you are you Christopher Audrey?" And he very jokingly looked over the sign in front of him that clearly said, "Christopher Audrey, the son of Reverend W. Audrey, creator of Thomas Tangen." And he looks at the sign and he goes, "Yep, yes, that's me. That's me." So I introduced myself to him, and yeah, we had a good chat for, as I said, about half an hour. And he was amazed, like, you know, about the questions and the knowledge that Thomas had to ask him about. And I told him about, sorry, so I'm just trying to get Dremel set here, because I need to get a new head for this drill bit here. But yeah, I told him I was making a replica of his father's layout, and this was like my first ever version, by the way, which was like, it was built to a size of 8 by 4 feet. And he said, I asked him if it was okay for me to replicate it, because I think it was my parents that kind of like worried me in a way, that say, like, you know, oh, you shouldn't be modeling something else's later, to go permission to do that there. Maybe it's copyrighted. I was thinking to myself, well, what if it is? I mean, I don't want to get into trouble by it. So I asked him if it was all right, and he immediately said, like, you know, he just says, you go right ahead, you carry on modeling that layer, because what you're describing here, it sounds amazing. So I gave him a copy of an old video that myself and YouTube friend Casey Jr. made back June 2008 of Kiwi Who. Do you remember Kiwi Who? I sent him a video of that there and told him, like, this is what the layered features in that DVD here. If you ever look at it there, you'll be able to see it for yourselves. And he was very grateful for the DVD, and in return, he gave me a free copy of Soda's Reading Between the Lines and a free bookmark. So I was very grateful to him there. So that's pretty much why I made that replica version of his father's Thomas toy. It was just a way of saying thank you, really, for that book, because I really enjoyed it. I still have the book today. It's actually on a shelf there behind me there. So if I need to do a wee bit of research out there regarding to my work out there, I'll just have a wee quick glance at it. But I also use the Soda's Reading Between the Lines as well. Not reading between the lines, the Anna Sodor book as well for research, because it's very good. It's quite good bit of research there too. But yeah, anyway, that's my involvement. That's all I'm going to be talking about my work for now, because this is not to do with work. Adrenaline. Now let's see, which one should I do first? We'll do this one. We'll just work from the bottom and go to the top here. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to drill 4 holes on each side here, and each one's just going to be for a different colored code of wire. So what I've done here is I've color coded all the wires so I know exactly which ones is for tracks and points and all there. So the tracks are going to have blue and red. Points are going to have green, yellow. No, sorry. God, I need to actually check to see what wires I have left. Actually, I'll have to have a look here. But yeah, I do have some sort of color code for the wires anyway here. So I'll probably nip down a wee minute and just see what wires I have to color code them for the points here. So here we go. I'm thinking Tom's still having a wee bit of bother with his Google Hangouts thing, so I'm sure he'll turn up shortly.
And it's working.
Oh. Hey, there we go.
At last.
At last, we got visuals. So, as I said, as you know, with Modeller's Corner, myself.
On the whole conversation, what's happening?
And I was just explaining the chat here. So, what happens in Modeller's World? In Modeller's World, Modeller's Corner. What happens is that I would invite a guest along, a fellow railway modeler, and we would have our webcams on, and basically we would just work away on a project that we're working on. And Tom tonight, Tom, what are you working on tonight?
Well, I've got some. Well, I do O gauge. At the moment, I'm doing a couple of O gauge replicas of Annie and Clarabelle.
Mm-hmm.
I've finished a Clarabelle replica. I've got the frames here for Annie.
Uh-huh.
What I was thinking of doing was putting the window frames in the back.
Hmm.
I've already done the roof. I can show you quick.
Okay, go for it.
Well, when I say done, I've primed it.
Huh. I like the torpedo vents there.
Yeah, these roof vents, they were done by Tom Jedsky.
Oh yeah.
If you've not followed him on Twitter or bought any stuff from Shapeways, you should be ashamed of yourself.
Yeah, because I mean, I've spoken to Tom before and about something there, but I recently bought something off him there, which was on the Shapeways thing, which was Gauge 1 steps for my Gauge 1 Thomas. In fact, I've actually got my own Gauge 1 Thomas right here. Right? Yeah. Now this one is it's based off one I saw online, really, and it just needs 2 last bits needs to be done to it, which is getting the steps on the cab steps painted on it, and it needs a chimney cap. But there he is. So it's so basically it's an airtight body, Rail Patrol Thomas, fitted onto a Plyco chassis. And what I've done here is I've made, taken away the old Ertl couplings and put gauge 1 buffers and coupling chain there. And repainted the footplate there, colored redid the number 1 in gold because I kind of like gold number 1s. It's quite good. Might not do that there because maybe a bit tricky, but and yeah, like I ordered the cab steps from Tom, so they still need to be painted up here. And the side rods, these chassis don't come with side rods. They're actually a separate item, but they come with like a whole valve gear section as well. So
Yeah,
I bought these from Kurt or what's his other name he goes by?
Kudak,
yes.
Kudak AAA.
Yeah. I bought the side rods from his Shapeway. So yeah, that's pretty cool. So love that face, by the way. It's really nice.
Yeah. Classy, wasn't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, that's the thing with I mean, what I know is a lot of O gauge or G scale modelers, they just tend to kind of go the easy way and just use the large scale Ertl project rather than actually because mine's completely made from scratch. It's the E2 kit from Ace Products.
Yeah, it's bring it up there. I'll put it on camera.
I'm trying. Just trying to build.
Yeah, it's on nice. So you have a look. Bring it up to camera there.
Well, the tanks aren't soldered on.
Oh, yeah, okay.
But here we go. It's what it is so far.
I love the face, by the way.
Oh, thanks.
Thomas the Pennywise clown.
The clown. Have you on Twitter recognise this or seen this face on a picture of the CGI, Thomas? This is where it's from.
Nice.
I made it.
Tim Curry will be proud.
Yeah.
But that's great. That's absolutely fantastic, really.
I can't wait to get this finished. But I've got a lot to think about because I'm doing it a lot. Well, I'm trying to do it how it is on TV. So, for example, give it moving eyes and.
Ooh.
What's kind of ironic about this is actually it's similar to the narrow gauge engines on Series 4 because they were done narrow gauge but for O gauge, if it makes sense.
Yeah.
So if I had and if I was to make a replica of one of them, they'd fit perfectly on my O gauge track. So what was quite interesting was the servos for the eye mechanism was in their cabs. And I'm thinking I'm still trying to work out where I put mine, but
you could probably put yours in the cab as well, and do what they did in the TV series and put the batteries and receivers and that there in the carriages.
Well, I don't know if I'm supposed to say this out loud. I think the pilot model was built like that actually.
Oh, the Thomas pilot model.
Yeah, the first one was actually I think the servos were in the back.
Didn't know that.
Well, I don't think I should say out loud, but maybe.
Oh well.
Yeah, and
folks.
And recently, what I've done is I put the cab the glass for the windows inside Clara's the compartments here.
Yeah.
So apart from couplings, she's all finished.
Wow. You gonna give her a face and all? No.
Not this one, no. Because I'll tell you what, I made a mistake on this one actually.
Really? Why?
Well,
oh, I see what you mean.
You know how Clara's got a flat face?
Yeah.
And it's cut out. I realised that after I soldered the whole thing together. So I couldn't cut the windows out and I couldn't take this plate off. It was too late, basically. So.
I know it.
But I've those kits I bought recently.
Oh yeah.
There's another brake coating included, so I might make another one of them and do it properly.
In case anybody in the chat there doesn't know what you want about there, Tom messaged me some time ago and he sent me a link to an eBay page where somebody was selling these brass kits, and he was saying to me should I buy them? Should I buy them here? They look so good. And I was like, it's down to you, man. And then shortly after, he just replied back saying, I bought them.
Yeah. So basically, I've got any here. I've not got just 2 of these. I've got in total, I'll have 5.
Pretty good. You can actually, you can probably make the Tam Bradshaw coaches in Series 1 and Series 2.
Yeah, I'd like to have one odd one out though. Like maybe, I mean, they're supposed to be MB. I think they're GER suburban coaches.
Yeah.
So I might have them all in the leak. Sort of.
Yeah.
Again, sorry, start again. I'll put a leak, and you never know, might do it. But I mean, I don't know if you can see, but I've also included, like, I put little people inside, and now the kit, the manufacturer is Connoisseur Models, and they do have a section where you can actually buy the interior, but it's paper cutouts. So what I've done is I made my own seats. I made them from resin. So what I've done, if I can find the pieces, I bought a load of these, but by accident, because they're I think they're 0.16 gauge for narrow gauge. So, and because they're the right scale, because they're supposed to 0.16 is the right scale for for narrow gauge. Gauge, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sorry if any of you guys don't understand or think I'm babbling, but so what I've done is I had a bunch of these, one by accident. I put two together. Here's the original master copy. And I made resin. I made a silicone mold, and I duplicated them and put them in, and made loads more and put them in here.
Awesome.
That's basically it. Yeah, I mean, it's a costly hobby, but if you want it to be perfect, if you want it to be as authentic as possible, sometimes an expensive investment like that is it's sacrificing for your art. Basically, that's how I say it.
Yeah, because I mean, I'm kind of roughly doing the same as well for Bradshaw engines, really. And oh yeah, by the way, in case anybody doesn't know here, Tom here is going to be the voice of Thomas in the project. He's reprising the role of Thomas after 10 years. And
oh, make it for the White House.
I can't believe he's here as well.
You see, I'm not that. I have time.
He has time. So yeah, we've got Ringo Starr with us as well. So say hello to Ringo fans.
I like to be under the sea.
In an octopus the shade. Yeah.
That took a while to do that, didn't it? I think you asked me to do it in April, and I still.
Yes, I know. I was going to often get asking, like saying, Tom, when are you going to do this animation?
Oh no, I'm so sorry. It's a confidence, basically, but we did it.
Yeah, we did it, and thank God we actually did. We did it there because shortly after we did that, I recorded my bit for the video. I got a did I have a code? No, I don't know. There was something. I had so much. I had so much limited time that I wasn't able to do anything else there apart from any spare time I had was to edit the video. So I couldn't do any piece to camera. So what you see was basically a second attempt to do the piece out there, but I did do a rough version which I sent to Tom for reference.
Yeah. I mean, what I actually thought was quite amazing about your video was you did it all in one take.
Yeah.
You had the original. I kept thinking, how'd you do that?
With sheer willpower. That's what it is.
Yeah. It was an actual performance. That's what was quite good about it.
Yeah, it was natural. Yeah, it was natural. Sorry, I'll have to make a bit of noise here because I need to get the rest of these holes drilled. So
go for it.
Let's get drilling.
Nice O-scale E2. Thank you. Yes, Dan, it's the same one I used when we took it to the Brighton show. This Ringo's had quite a bit of a. It's been a bit everywhere, really, apart from Derby.
Sorry?
Oh, sorry. I was just talking about Ringo.
Oh yeah, sorry.
He's been all over the place, really.
Yeah.
You never know. He might make another cameo at some point, or.
Well, we'll see what happens.
And of course, I know I say this quite a lot, but everyone, it's a bit of a funny story with this one actually.
Go for it.
Yellow Submarine, the film that it's based on.
Yeah.
The person who voiced Ringo in the film was Paul Angelis, and he's Michael Angelis' older brother.
And is it true they didn't live that far from where Ringo actually lived originally?
Sorry?
Is it not true that they lived not that far where Ringo lived?
Yeah, actually.
I think I heard. I think I heard somewhere that that they lived not that far from where Ringo lived in Liverpool.
That's funny.
Oh god.
I suppose it's a small world, really, isn't it? When it's celebrities and that, but I don't know.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not far from Henley. That's where George Harrison used to live. And
Oh yeah. There's a bit of it. Just I'm sure you didn't know what news told me, but the title for the stream is called the Blue Meanies.
yes, in fact, tell you what, that's a good thing you reminded me.
Have you got it with you? Hey, there he is.
Obliterate them.
Yes, sir.
Hmm.
No. The order is no.
We Meanies only say no for an answer. Is that understood, Max?
Yes, I mean no, sir. Good.
Good. You know, that's also Paul Angelis who did that voice.
Yeah, I know. You know, I actually thought for a while it was actually what do you call that actor now? The horror film actor, Vincent Price. I thought it was Vincent Price, but I'm thinking of the Thief and the Shoe Cobbler.
Oh yeah.
Because Vincent Price plays a character who's kind of similar to the Blue Meanie in a way.
Well, do you know Powerpuff Girls?
Yes, yeah, it kind of reminds me of him.
He was actually based off the Blue Meanie.
Yeah, I was a while ago actually.
Yeah, I mean, I think they even had an episode with the Yellow Submarine.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's weird. By the way, I don't watch girls' programs all the time. It was just when I was a kid because there was nothing else on.
Yeah, because wasn't it on Cartoon Network? They used to have like a sort of like
It was either that or the news, and as a kid, I don't want to watch the news.
No, the news is boring. You can always tell. I always have this funny joke here, which is like you can always tell from the newsreader's expression that it's never going to be any good news.
No news is good news.
No.
No. But yeah, let's think. But that Yellow Submarine's got a funny because the guy who played what's his name? The guy who played what's his name? Onslow in Keeping Appearances, he was Paul McCartney. And
really?
Yeah, and the guy who was and funny enough, the guy who was George wasn't even an actor. He was just a guy that one of the directors found in a pub and said, "Hey, your voice sounds good." But he was in the army, so he wasn't supposed to be there. He was captured halfway through during the filming.
Right.
Paul Angelis had to come back and redo some of his voice.
Right.
So, and he's actually a really good impersonator.
No.
Okay. So, what are you doing right now, Mikey?
Oh, right. What I'm doing now is that I'm actually soldering some power wires here to the track. So as I said in the chat, that I've color coded the wires here so I can tell which side of the track that the power is going to. If you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Like this side, this rail here is going to be like for blue wires. Let's see what's for red wires. So it's kind of the same for what I did with the main power pickups as well.
Yeah.
You know what? I also just had a thought here as well. I didn't actually test the power on this.
Oh dear.
Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe should have actually wired.
How high have you got on?
How much? I've only just got the power cables in.
Have you got a power station, or have you got? Oh, yeah, you do. Yeah. Oh, I see. Yeah, it's You can't see with mine, but mine's a big box. Like
No. Oh.
So I can in the shop just about. It's this thing.
Oh, aye.
It's an actual 50 quid that cost me.
Oh, nice.
Not a bad investment.
Right.
Yeah, shout out to Knuckles for giving me suggesting that.
Good old Knuckles.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's good, isn't he?
You're good, in it.
Yes.
Yes, bear with me. I need a poo.
Something tells me that the track nearest to you is going to short out.
On your bit?
Which one? This one here?
Oh, sorry.
Max Hobbies Productions. Is it this one here? Oh yeah, one thing I forgot to mention here as well. When I was soldering the tracks they sing here, I had to cut the middle sections of these circuit boards here because just to make sure I break the polarity of like the tracks on this, so they don't think. How's it going to short? How's it going to short? Explain to me how it's going to short, because I don't know. I don't understand.
Well, me?
No. You man in the chat there. Because I mean, I don't know how it's going to short really. It shouldn't do though, because I mean, I made sure it wouldn't.
Turning blue is like a misery. That's true. But yet Thomas is always happy.
Yes, he has to be.
He has to be, otherwise he doesn't get paid.
Oh God!
And do you have a job?
Just to point out, I'm actually kneeling down here, so my feet's gone to sleep here. It's quite painful. Oh, pins and needles! Ow! 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 Oh God!
Right, I've lost my shoulder.
Right. Just have a squat down. I don't think the gap is wide enough on the left side facing you. It's almost...
Okay.
No, it's not. No, it's not touching now. No, there's plenty of room there. There's enough room there. Oh God, there we go. Pins and needles coming in the feet. Ow! 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 Oh! Oh! Just give me a second. I haven't even started soldering here. I'm already.
Yes, we got here.
I'm already in pain.
I'd be very sad if we had less than 7. Now get us bacon sandwiches. If it's any less than 7, I'm finished.
Oh yeah, that reminds me, folks. Tom is going to be appearing in a stream or a podcast that Soda Island Fan Center are doing.
Oh yeah, thanks for the shout out.
Yeah, so they're gonna record thing on Tuesday, so I don't know when it'll be released. Yeah, so keep an eye out for there because there's going to be involving of some of the old SIF production team, as well as some new production team as well. So I'm actually looking forward to hearing this one because. Because I grew up listening and watching a lot of the Soda Island stuff there, and it actually helped me get through my depression at school. So, I have a lot to thank those guys for. So,
well, for me, yeah, I well, how can I say? I mean,
because I'm trying to remember, Tom. I came across your work on.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, I came across it, but it was on the website, not the forum, because I didn't join the forum at that time.
Okay.
But I came across it when I think it was Dan Snell did the site, didn't he?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, base subject. Yeah, we were talking. Yeah, we're you on Permanent Way? I remember.
Yeah, I still am. I'm still on Permanent Way. I make the odd appearance every now and again to see how things are, but Knuckles was saying to me, Gavin was saying to me a while ago that he's kind of disappointed that nobody goes on that forum anymore because it's now dead.
Well, to be honest, no one really posts on forums nowadays. Like it's mostly Twitter or Facebook and Instagram, that kind of thing. It's more.
Yeah.
The thing with forums that I found out, you have to kind of write things like when I was talking about my models and things. I had to write essays or dialogues. I couldn't just say, done this, done that. with Twitter and Instagram, it's just like, hey, I've done it, and then you get likes, and then you get retweets, and I mean, yeah, I don't know. It's just the fact that it's kind of. I mean, I'm probably eat out. I'm not. Just praying to God Ryan doesn't hear any of this, but it's true though, because a lot of people nowadays just kind of want something quick and easy, really.
Yeah.
And the forms, there's quite a lot of. It's like a lot of records, a lot of written text and things, and.
Yeah, so maybe some people prefer, they don't want to waste all their time looking for.
Well, not so much waste of time. It's more just it's kind of an effort to try and find anything specific. I mean, there are search engines, but
Yeah. Though I do remember, I remember actually there was a time I remember when you modeled the your Hornby, you modified that Hornby too. I remember I actually really enjoyed reading that thread.
Oh, thank you. I'm really sorry, guys. I can't find my solder. Oh yeah. Well, I've always been. I don't remember what you. I mean, I remember obviously you were making. You've always done for Farquhar. Like,
yeah.
If one wasn't good enough, you'd do another one. Or one project wasn't good enough, you make more.
Something along those lines, yeah.
I quite liked. Like, I remember in particular. Like, I think I remember your. Well, because one thing for me at the time was I was very into. I was 5-inch gauge. I remember your puffer.
Yes. Yeah, 7.25. Yeah.
Your Ginty looking engine that's painted in LBSC colours.
Yes. Still have him. He's still there. He's still in existence.
Oh.
It's just I haven't ran him. The last time I ran him was when was it? Last summer, actually.
I'm surprised you're allowed to, because I mean my club has a restriction. Unless it's real steam, you can't run it.
That's a bit stupid.
But yours is nice because I mean you've got actual. It goes places, doesn't it? Mine's just a loop around a park, really.
Well, that's kind of what Nomad's really is, really, in a way. Does this just a loop, really.
Well, I mean, you've got tunnels and cuttings, that kind of thing, and.
Well, we haven't got tunnels. We've got portals. Yeah, that's the best, if you call that, like from through a garden wall. But I hardly call it a tunnel, really.
See, I keep in check.
Why is this so?
Behind the smokes and steam. That was. Oh, wasn't that? That was Chris Eden Green's stuff, wasn't it?
Which was it?
Behind the Smoke and Steam. That was made by Chris Eden Green for.
Oh yeah.
With I was in that. I was Bill and Ben.
Yes, I remember that. Yeah.
But basically, Morecambe and wires on rails.
What's the matter with you? I'm an idiot. What's the matter with you?
I'm an idiot. What's your excuse?
I'm an idiot. What's your excuse?
It'd be nice to hear more about the old stuff because it was. Oh, I'm glad to hear that. I mean, I don't think any of my stuff's kind of. I think. I don't know what to say really, because mine was. I kind of did something, then went away from it. Like. Just trying to think. Where's my solder?
Find your solder first here, then talk.
Solder's they're like solder sticks, and my room's always got a
stick, but it hides as well.
Battery. Losing things.
I need a bit more flux that there because it's not sticking that well. There you go. I'm going to need toothpicks here, so I'm actually just using this old scalpel blade to apply the flux. There you go. That's about that.
Very sorry, guys. We're supposed to be presenting, and we're just
looking around for our tools.
Yeah. Oh, hang on. There's a tiny piece here. I can use that bit. Yeah.
Ah, yeah.
Just a tiny piece.
One volunteering skill piece of solder.
I might as well show you something while I'm here. These are the cab pieces for Thomas.
Yeah, so again, just working on this bit.
Basically, Ace Products, I don't know if they're supposed to do this. What they did was you get two sections. This is what an E2's cab normally looks like.
Uh-huh.
If I can show that somehow, if you can see that. I don't know if you can see that.
The glare of your lamp there is actually
With it. But the person who made the kit also included it so that you got like a kind of rough Thomas diagram here.
That's pretty cool.
So what I've done is, this is quite tricky. I've had to make the bead around the windows. I've done one here. What I'm thinking of doing is having the cab not properly attached to the engine, just so I can take it on and off, so I can get to the battery. Because it's going to be a ready to run model, but it's going to have the eye mechanism inside, so I've got to get in and out to try and obviously change the battery when it, you know.
Yeah.
Get the idea. There we go.
Awesome.
So much to do, but I prefer making things in brush, because this is I mean, obviously, I guess I could have got the parts laser cut to make a Thomas, but
yeah.
Where's
the fun of having everything ready for you? You can always have it go challenging yourself.
Yeah, but what I quite like was I prefer brass because it feels more wholesome. It feels more like a proper. Also, I'm from a model engineers society, so it's kind of like it feels more like I'm actually contributing to the tradition.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, you can have plastic. You know, the wagons are plastic kits, but I mean, basically, that coach's on sale, so I just bought it. The power bell, and of course, obviously, the E2 kit was available, and I thought, yeah, why not just make a Thomas that has moving eyes, make an E2 replica.
Yeah,
has moving eyes. But what I've also done is I've given it similar features to the TV model. If I just take the bits off so I can pick it up. So, for example, get off here. I'm giving it the sort of how can I say it? Instead of the E2 buffers, I'm giving it coach buffers that replicate the Thomas's model from television, because I think what they did was they incorporated bits from Marklins, didn't they?
Yeah, most of the edges are all made out of Marklin parts.
Yeah, and then of course when they went to brass, they just replicated that.
Yeah.
And so I've done that with this one, and the smokebox saddle. For some reason, the guy who made the kit didn't make he gave out the pieces so you can make the smokebox saddle frames look like Thomas, but they look nothing like him. So I've had to cut those off,
right,
and file them down. Yeah. So anyway, yeah.
My Stu Repath Thomas is actually in the house at the minute here on top of my other computer, and so I should have actually brought it with me actually, but oh well. I actually was tempted now to actually bring on the Thomas that I was going to use that I'm using for brass engines, but again, like the watermill, I don't want to reveal it.
Oh God.
Tom is the only one. Tom here is the only one who's Tom and a few other people are the only ones who have seen it.
Oh dear. Oh yeah, sorry, what was that?
Sorry?
I just realised I left this whole time looking for solder. I left the iron on.
All right.
Please still work. Oh yeah.
I was saying about the Thomas model I'm using for brass engines. I've only revealed it. I've only shown it to a few people, but I'm not gonna officially. I'm not gonna reveal public. Show to everyone just yet. Not gonna show it on Twitter right now yet until the film's debut.
Okay.
So
that's fine. I was still. I kept thinking, because I've seen you made the E2 Thomas. I kept thinking it was going to transform into the. Was it the Stuart? I can't say his name.
Repath.
Repath.
Ah, well, close enough.
Repath.
There you go. That's it.
Repath.
Repath.
Okay, so what I'm doing here is I'm just putting the frames in to make sure that. Yeah, fortunately with brush you can't really tell what I'm doing, so.
No, I don't know. Max's hobbies, productions. No, they're absolutely fine here. Seriously. They're not touching at all here.
Looks like these projects coming along nicely. Well, ish. What about you? But for me,
Sorry, what did you say? These projects are coming along. Oh, yeah. Well, yeah, slowly. I'd say most of this track laying really took about. I started working on it yesterday, and I thought to myself, like, I need to probably get on with this here, because I mean it's just sitting there doing nothing.
yeah.
And it would take me ages to make another proper like professional video thing like I did before, but
What do you mean the first chat or the?
yeah, the first time, like the first video, when I was announcing I was doing Far Cry Mark II, it was originally meant to be in a stream, like a live stream. So I had this software called Wirecast, and it was I tested it before for another stream that I was doing, which sadly I don't have anymore, but I have got it backed up somewhere. So that's not share, because there's some parts of it that has gave me a copyright strike. But anyway, or copyright warning. But anyway, it was. It allowed me to to switch back and forth, like I'm able to change different camera positions, or play something that I have, play a video file I have ready to show to people out there. And I thought, well, this is quite good. So I thought this time around I would do like a recorded, special pre-recorded section of me doing a talk to my workbench, and then you're able to see me work on the model live, and then there'll be like one thing where I would actually chat to the live self.
Yeah.
Say just like shutting down the camera and saying you're all set, you're all ready to go here, and I would then come back to, I would then be able to cut back to live version here and just say just calling back to the past, not there.
Yeah.
But when the time came to go live, I pressed the go stream go live button on the Wirecast thing, and the whole system crashed. And I was like, why is it crashing? And so I had to look into it there, and it kept crashing every now and again. So it worked okay once.
Okay.
And then it crashed. It kept crashing afterwards. I was like, well, how can it crash? It shouldn't do. So I had to end up doing the whole stream via YouTube's camera system, and that was when I forgot about the Google Hangouts thing. So
yeah,
because with the YouTube thing, it just selects one camera only, and it's the built-in camera for the laptop. And
I actually didn't realize how tough it is to film behind the scenes stuff like this. It's actually
because everything was all being shown here, and even like when I was working on doing all this stuff, I had to actually call out to the chat, and I had to keep walking back over to the laptop and saying sit down for a while and answer the questions. Like, this is taking forever.
Would you like some magazines to read while he goes through his spare parts box?
Sorry?
Would you like some magazines to read while I'm going through my spare parts box?
Go for it.
I was joking.
So was I.
I was just exaggerating what you were saying.
Yeah.
How ironic is it actually that one of the writers of Thomas Now has a replica layout of Audrey's.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's one of those things that just meant to be, I think.
Yeah, because I don't know. It's just coincidence, I suppose.
Well, the guy says, "How well do you know Thomas?" It's like, "Oh well,
I've got a replica of his browser file."
Yeah.
And it appeared on TV in a newsreel. No kidding, actually. Just in case I was wondering, my Far Cry Mark 1 layer did make it a TV appearance.
I saw that. It's really good.
Yeah, it was what was it now? I forgot what it was called. I think it was called UTV Life. I think it was called. And basically, they would do like these little segments. They had this little segment where there was promoting like a upcoming event. And this one was this time it was the Ulster Model Rally show. So I think it was the show. I think it was the show's host. I think his name was Ian Sinclair or something. But he remembered me from my shows out there, and he liked my letter, and he says he recommended me to the TV crew. So they asked me to come out to the venue with Farquhar, set it up, and be interviewed for television.
Yeah.
And talk about the layout, how it was all done, all that there, and yeah, it was actually quite good. And just make it even more fun here as well. When it come the actual newsreel itself, they actually played the Thomas the Tank Engine theme song when my letter came on. They because it's throughout the entire reel. It's quite cool.
At least it wasn't there's 2, there's 4, there's 6, there's 8.
No, it was like the original one, Thomas.
Yeah, I'm saying I'm glad they didn't do that, otherwise they would have ruined it.
Actually, with the talk of theme songs, some people actually, I don't know whether people like the new theme song or not. I actually love it. I actually find it very good. It's way better. To be honest, it's way better than Engine Roll Call. It's way better.
I like that one actually. Yeah, like I didn't like the because I mean I think what someone said to me, I think what someone said once before was you have to make the best of, you know. Let's start again. Obviously, original characters started coming back.
Yeah.
But we still got the generation that grew up with engines like Harvey or Salty and Emily and Molly and Whiff, that sort of thing.
Yeah.
They're trying to make the best of both worlds because we now got 2 generations to.
Yeah, it's kind of like a hybrid in a way, isn't it?
Yeah. I think it's done really well actually so far. I mean, I feel like I'm still not sure about the whole, you know, big world adventure thing, but you know, the fact, you know, I really like the stuff they come up with though. Like, you know, with
there's some stuff in it that I found was pretty good. There were some episodes that I found really fun to enjoy. Plus, what was it? Who wrote Samson and the Fireworks? Was that Becky Overton or was it Davey Moore? I don't remember. But I love they brought back Cyril the Fogman. But he even got the best intro as well. He just mysteriously appears in the fog, and then he just mysteriously walks away, disappears in the fog very mysteriously.
I do like that theme song though, like, you know, like let's go.
Yeah, I just love that thing. When I first heard it in the newsreel, I just thought to myself, oh, that sounds so cool.
Yeah, you're kind of worried that it's going to be a bit too cheesy or a bit.
Well, I don't know.
Because I do think Thomas has been overexploited, like everything, tries to please everyone.
Yeah.
And I keep thinking, if you just did what the old model makers did before, just give it a break.
Yeah.
Let more time for creativity. Because I think a year is not enough time, really. But
yeah, because I think when I read Ryan's blog about engineering colors the other day, really, and he was saying about how I use the fantasy sequences and try and make them a bit more creative. I can't remember what way he put it into. But he says I had some advantage of like making the fantasy sequences enjoyable. But to be honest, I literally didn't know what when I started off. I did not know what the format was going to be, so I just pretty much just guessed.
Yeah.
So that's just in case, just so you know, just to point out everyone here, I just pretty much guessed what the fantasy sequences are going to be, and just hope for the best. And the funny thing is, I think they actually use Engineering Colors as a reference guideline for doing feature fantasy sequences, because I think that was kind of what they were looking for, but just didn't know what way to bring it into words. I don't know, but
there's still quite lots of work about. I mean, it's really good what they've done so far.
Yes, because I mean, I enjoy this. I enjoy the show now for the animation and the set designs, because with all credit to Nitrogen, like they do a really good job in there. I mean, I found their work to be quite good when I saw Hero of the Rails. I thought there were some good shots that I quite enjoyed, but then it's kind of there wasn't really much that stood out really. I thought to myself like it's kind of bland and
my name is Hero.
Yeah. But in terms of like the set designs out there, it was just I don't know. Not really.
I do remember.
I kind of felt like I was kind of stuck in a series one loop, if you know what I mean.
I do remember when we saw Spencer for the first time.
Yeah.
The amount of effort that went into his underframes.
Yeah.
In things that I was really impressed by.
Yeah, that was quite good.
One thing I've always liked about, I mean, this. I mean, I'm not nitpicking the show again, but I keep thinking.
Sorry, we nitpick it as well.
I mean, I'm thinking of the music. Because I mean, you see every episode they do things like they bring new tracks in. I keep thinking, Adventure Begins. They had it just right. You know, I kept thinking when I heard it, you know, even though they were sort of making their own remixes of the original classics tunes, I kept thinking, why couldn't they have just done that for the whole series? Because when I was watching that, it made me feel like I was watching Thomas Tank Engine again.
I know, because I actually did. When I saw the Adventure Begins, I think I saw somebody actually did like a copy version, or like they still recorded on YouTube or something like that and posted there. That was my first viewing of it. And I think it was the scene where during the Edward and Gordon scene, we're in the Flight Controller's office, and I was watching. I thought to myself, you know, it's all right. It looks pretty good so far. And then when just after the Flight Controller hangs up the phone, I hear his theme song. I thought to myself, hang on a second, did I hear that right?
I thought I had that happened to me too. I thought the same thing. That was the first.
Yeah, that was my first thing. I was like, did I hear that right here? And then because I was watching it in my university's library, and I heard the Flight Controller's theme song, and I thought, I said, I impressed myself, let's do it again, and I nearly wept aloud.
Yeah.
I tried so hard not to scream. I was like, oh my god, we did it! They brought that back.
Can they do it again? It's like I just feel like if they could have done all the changes, they could have done everything, but kept the music as it was. We would have been happy, I think.
Yeah.
You know, it was the music that made it for me. Like.
Yeah, because I think I remember years ago I used to. I'm trying to remember which theme song like which character's theme I liked the best. It was either. I think it was Gordon.
So, what do you think of Thomas's green livery?
Yeah, I thought it was very good actually. It was the first thing that came to my mind there was actually your E2 model.
Oh, really?
Yours was an olive green, wasn't it?
I didn't have an olive green one, did I? Oh no, that one. Oh, that. Yeah, that was Oh, that was just a fictional thing. I didn't really think it. I numbered it, didn't think it through, basically.
Yeah.
You know, 201. There was no E2s called 201.
Yeah. I just want to test the mic here, make sure that that's okay, because that feels weird.
I'll be like, yeah, there is, because mine's got splashes. Well, basically, I'm not sure. I mean, there was LBSC did have a green livery at some point.
Yeah.
But that was during the Victorian period, and the E2s were never painted LBC green. Oh no, I'm not nitpicking, because I know the reason they're doing it is obviously to sell toys and things. But
yeah,
and I think it's a good. I quite like, and I think it was actually, it was interesting. And obviously, I'm not, but I just mean what I'm trying to say was the LBSC green never had white stripes.
Right.
And it didn't have the white ring around the wheels either. I think that was them copying Flying Scotsman, but.
Oh yeah.
No, the LBC green was basically green, and it had a mix of black stripes or red and black stripes.
Right.
It was never white. So yeah, I'm here. Oh yeah, so I'm not taking a mick out of anybody here. I'm just saying, just for those interested in accuracy, that was all.
That's all right.
I mean, I still enjoyed the show. I still think it's a good look for him.
Yeah.
It's not what LBSC green really was. That's it. Sorry, dude. But my E1's gonna be painted in that LBSC livery. So
yeah,
when it's finished, you'll hopefully see what it's like.
Did you just swear there?
No.
Where did that beep come from?
I think that was my I think that's my phone.
Your phone?
My phone, yeah.
Oh.
This no fancy was, is it?
No, just on its beeper and I thought to myself, here, who's swearing?
Come on, who threw that?
Come on, who threw that? Oh, lay off, we haven't started yet.
He's not the Messiah. He's a very naughty boy.
Oh,
Love that show.
love that. That's good.
I watched the Wind the Willows version of that at one point recently. So funny.
Oh, yeah, that was. I think that was originally my first favorite Wind the Willows adaptation, really, the Monty Python one.
The first one I saw was the one with David Jason.
Yeah, that was Cosgrove Hall's one.
Yeah.
I've actually got the full TV series of that one, and
Really?
I love it to bits. It's really good.
How many episodes are there?
Oh god, I can't remember actually, but there's I think it's about 5 series long. 5 series long, 1 feature-length film, 1 feature-length episode.
Yeah. Oh, okay. So I quite like the story of Two Toes. That's one of my favorites.
Yeah.
19 years.
19 years? And enough for being green. 20 years.
Yay! I love it. But who remembers Christine Green's? No, not Christine Green. The Subtle Studios Wind the Willows version.
Yes. Oh, that's it. That was a great one. I love
the train sequence.
I know. Christine Green did a very good job of recreating that theme song.
Yeah.
He did a very good job of recreating that.
Secret Heart is beautiful. I love the train sequence with Louis Madman.
Louis Madman, yeah.
You get more time inside if you start breaking out.
If you try breaking out. This is my 5th time running. I love that.
You want more of a bacon sandwiches.
Funny enough, I actually said to Ryan at one time, I actually said to him, I was going to do in fact, I actually met the guy who voiced Louis Madman back in August.
Oh, Reese.
Eh?
Reese.
Yeah. I met him at the Tugs event back in August. And I said to him that the problem was I couldn't actually identify people from their names, but I could only recognize them from their voice. And then one fellow I bumped into called Chris. And I said, "All right, how's it going?" And I heard him talk for a bit, and then I said to him, "Do you know what? For a while here, I actually didn't recognize you for a second here." And he's like, "I didn't recognize you either." And I says, "I was trying to remember who you were, and you're Turo. He's like, "Yeah, I am." I was like, "Hey, I'm sorry, I just didn't recognize you. I only recognize people from their voices."
Oh, Chris Sherman.
Yeah.
I only met him once. That was at Wales, wasn't it? Yeah. We were supposed to do I remember we were supposed to do a live action Thomas film or something with people, but we never got around to doing it. No, I changed the subject. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, now Reese, he's a really lovely guy. Like, I haven't seen him for a couple of years, but
I'll tell you this. I'll tell you something about Reese here.
Very knowledgeable guy.
Very knowledgeable. He was firing facts everywhere. I was like, wow.
Yeah.
I was thinking stuff here. I thought he was on like that on the holiday videos.
He's a very smart guy. Very smart guy.
Yeah. There was one video I remember seeing years ago when Gavin brought the hot sauce.
Oh, that don't.
Gavin Rose brought this. I wasn't there at the time because it was like before I met him.
I don't know why he brought a coat out. It was like it was steaming hot out there and things, you know.
Yeah, and he brings us this bottle of extra hot sauce.
Yeah. Basically, me and Dave, we try some, but our mouths open, and I'm suffocating.
Christian Green just took a little sip, and he's like, oh yeah, let's have a try. Oh, that's hot. That's hot. That's what I can remember. You and David took like one fingertipful.
He's someone who doesn't take nonsense. Not really.
No.
Little things that you think could be funny, he doesn't always take very likely to. But he's got a good sense of humor. He's a funny guy.
Yeah.
He was at my house recently.
Christian Green, yeah.
He did a talk at my film club, and he did a fantastic job.
Yeah.
He was. I think out of all the people who went to my club that year or so, I think he was the most entertaining, one of the most entertaining and inspirational speakers, actually.
Awesome. What am I actually doing here? Just to add a bit more strength here to these wires. Just add a bit of super glue here.
I just realised I've not been watching your videos. I've been focusing on this.
That's right.
So I don't know what you've been doing. Whoa!
What?
Nothing.
Well, really? You just clicked onto my video. Like, whoa!
Blind date. It's like I've just been talking to you in the dark. I've not seen your face yet. Shit. Yeah.
You haven't seen my face yet?
No, I've seen your face. I know what you look like.
Oh,
you went to the Tugs event.
Yeah, back in August. Yeah, that was actually that was my first time ever at seeing the Tugs for the very first time. Plus, it was also the best weekend I ever had in my life.
Really?
The best weekend I ever had.
Oh, I feel bad about what's going.
I will actually say this. Every time I recently went to the Tugs again in March there. When they were doing the show up in Swanwick there, and again, I really enjoyed myself. I just find the Tugs events to be the most enjoyable experience I've ever had in my life.
Really?
Yeah, because the problem is that I very rarely. I said this to the guys here. I said I very rarely get this chance to actually hang out with folks that I can share my interests with. Because
there is that aspect to it. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm able to share my interest and hobbies not there without feeling embarrassed. Because growing up there, I used to get bullied quite a lot just for doing just for liking Thomas.
Yeah.
Some kids used to come up to me and used to demand me to do this little trick I used to do since the year 2000, where I can actually make a steam train noise with my mouth.
Oh yeah.
I teach people how to do it, but it's well, yeah, that's the every edgy thing. Yeah, but what I'm doing it, the method is very simple, but it can be quite disgusting at the same time. Just so you know.
Okay.
All I can say is you need to make sure you blow your nose before you do this because it involves your nostrils.
Oh, okay.
So what you do is that you actually curve your mouth in a way so that you make a little hole and you blow up one nostril. If you know what I mean. So
yeah.
So you do it a few times, and then you're able to work in like a steam chuff noise, really. And that's what I did. So I'll give you a wee demonstration. I just basically blow up a nostril, and I just make this steam train noise, and just go.
Yeah. That does seem pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I'm actually really yeah.
But yeah, sometimes I actually do stick it into some videos. If I don't find the right train noise, I basically just make it myself.
I might have to use you at one point if I decide to make a video about my replica.
Yeah.
Or like I do a promotional video.
Yeah.
Oh no. No.
Oh, what's wrong?
No, it's these window frames. I keep soldering them in the wrong place. Doing it wonky. Reason number 2 to hate brass. But the results speak for themselves. I nearly made those bogey coaches actually. So I was trying to copy yours.
Oh, mine ain't clever ones.
Just slightly, because the fact they were bogies, I thought it might make them unique. But
I've actually got them here. Hold on a second.
then I thought, actually, I quite like the idea of just making it more TV replica. That makes sense.
Yeah. Yeah, here they are.
And of course, it does cost an arm and a leg to get these finished.
Yeah, there's my iron cover. Basically, they're just wooden bodies on ratio bogie bolster wagons.
Because that's what he did, wasn't it?
Eh?
That's what Audrey did, wasn't it?
Yeah. What did he do? I think he put. I read somewhere he put them on student repath bogies or some other thing. Yeah, but then he couldn't find them any. He couldn't get when Annie was put on student repath bogies or some other manufactured bogies. And what how did that happen? Oh god, Annie's roof's broken.
Or he broke it.
I don't know. I must have cracked at some point there. I don't know how. I must have put something on top of there. All right. It's not actually. I can fix that. It's easy fixed.
Okay.
But
do you get a chance to run them much, like outside of exhibitions?
sometimes I do. Yeah. It's just whenever I'm feeling bored of it. You know, I haven't actually ran Farquhar since its last show in November.
Wow. Okay. Do you get bored, like sitting behind the track all day, just running trains up and down? Or
Yeah. Sometimes I just reenact the timetable like that to see if everything still works okay. Hang on, I've got a branch lines question here. Is the new Thomas Scratch made or based after Sparkshot show? Yeah, it's both of them are Sparkshot models because it pretty much saves me the time really. In fact, Gavin is actually doing me a huge favor. Actually, he's actually helped me out make a chassis for Percy. Percy is going to be represented as his original model that Reverend Audrey made. So try and get the real. He says the illustrators didn't get Percy right, so I thought I might as well get Percy right for this film. And so
his shapes always confuse me because it's always different.
Yeah, because I mean, for a while I actually wondered what kit was actually used, because I read somewhere the Reverend Audrey said Percy was made from the kit. And I was trying to search what kit was it, and I think when I did the research.
Recently, didn't you?
Sorry,
you got Edward recently, didn't you?
Yes, in fact, hold on a sec. Edward's model is here. I've actually recently stripped the paint down.
Oh,
it's still not dry.
We should get a nice show of a upcoming Eddie baby.
Yeah. So some parts of the old paint there are still showing there, so I'll just put my camera up again.
It's white metal, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a case kit here. I actually thought there was going to be some more loose bits on here, but it's actually one solid item. Actually, it's pretty cool.
So you're gonna make it are you able to make it exactly the same as Audrey, or are you gonna have to implement?
Yeah, I'm gonna paint it up exactly how Reverend Audrey put it in place here. Now, I've actually noticed here, if you look at Reverend Audrey's Edward in the photos now there, the blue is actually quite dark. It's like very dirty up there, but that's just the varnish being aged up really.
The aged font, right? I get you.
Yeah. Okay. So if you look more closely at there is actually traces of the original blue paint, and it is very quite bright out there. But
very interesting. I would have thought that.
Yeah.
I've just done one coach side.
Awesome.
So basically what I've done is these little frames here, they make the windows that go inside the door compartments.
Yeah.
The door sections. I've left one like that because I thought it might be interesting if one was open so it could look like someone's looking out the window.
Yeah.
That's one side done. Brass is a bit bent, but I can hopefully try and fix that.
Yeah.
It's just different. It's difficult when you're on a live stream.
Yeah, because you have to
please everyone. You have to read their questions. They're talking to each other, not talking to us, are they?
Nah, there's about 11 people watching us right now. Yeah. But then sometimes I announce these streams a bit late there. But then I did say prior to these streams starting, I said they're going to appear whenever you least expect it. So you must be prepared.
Hmm. Here's a little oddball wagon for everyone.
Yeah. That's just a bit of a notice to you guys in the chat there. These streams will happen at any random time, so you have to keep an eye out very carefully in case I start streaming. So.
Still smells like paint. That's there you go. Yeah. So the reason I do O gauge is purely because at the time it was the biggest scale my club did, and I wasn't actually going to do Thomas at first. I was mostly into LBSC.
You were doing D1, weren't you?
Yeah. I'm still doing it now. Actually, I found out why it's not working.
Why?
They're cast iron wheels.
Right.
What's funny is the person who helped me make it said they should work fine, but actually no, because they're shortening the circuit, shortening the electric. So I've got to buy new wheels for the sorting thing. So are you testing the track on your? Are you?
Yeah, because this one wheel there just moved there for a second when I was sorting this wire onto there, so I'm just making sure it doesn't move out of place. It seems working fine there.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't have done Thomas originally, but because someone, I mean, this is years ago. This is like when I was 19. I thought about doing a Thomas and O gauge.
Yeah.
I sort of said because it's actually Kurt Kamina who did I say his name or Kamina or
can't remember. Yeah.
He's Kudak AAA. He made the large scale James, and if you also
and the handle as well.
Yeah, and also I'm the guy who played James.
Oh,
more dirty trucks. He thinks I sound like Ringo. I sound nothing like him.
And yet I cast you to play him.
Yeah. I kept saying, honestly, really, I sound nothing like him. He says, you know what? You sound exactly like him.
Funny, I have a mate of mine actually, Casey Jr. He actually, I said in one behind the scenes of my workbench video that he kind of looked like Ringo Starr because it was during the time when he actually grew his beard, and he had this huge amount of hair on him. And I was telling him about this Thomas badge I had on my hat, and I put him on. And I said to him, look, he says, you actually look like Ringo Starr wearing that there. And I put him to the camera. Says, everyone, does he look like Ringo Starr in this picture? And did like a comparison shot. But
I like your 14 people are watching. Yes, thanks for reminding me.
Oh god, 14 people. 14? Flip, it was 11.
We had 16. 2 have gone.
My god.
I like your brass molds, mate. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Well, this one's a bot and motor identical.
This one's actually plastic.
The planties are
but the W irons are brass, and the brakes, they're white metal.
Yeah.
There's the underframe.
Nice.
I like things with a bit of weight.
And
also, I never thought I'd buy these because I'm not a big fan of the BR stuff, but it was 2 on sale for 20 quid, so I bought these.
It's not bad.
Recently built up. I just got to buy W irons and wheels, and I can start finishing them. Let's go.
You know that truth be told, that's actually my ringtone.
Or the go thing.
Yeah. You know, I'll play a little bit here, but I don't want to play more in case I get a copyright warning notice.
Oh yeah. I had a nightmare about that once actually.
Oh.
I had a dream where I stuck a face on one of the trains of the club.
Right.
And then because the club's at the bottom of a hill, because it used to be like it used to be the grounds of a manor house. And I just had this image of these guys in suits and suitcases just running down the hill, and we legged it, putting a face on the engine. Come on, you got to pay. You're fine. Stay where you are.
Right. Yeah. This is my ringtone. Yeah, that's all I'm going to play. Yeah, but that's kind of like one ringtone I use if I'm at work. But my other ringtone is actually the theme song to Mysterious Seas of Gold.
That's one thing about because I mean, when you're about like on a train or something, when you're with friends and that goes off, does everyone
No.
ask why?
Well, to be honest, it's mostly when I'm out there. I changed the ringtones depending where I'm going. Really.
Yeah.
So if I'm out on public out there, I change it to Mysterious Seas of Gold. If I'm going if I'm probably at events out there, it's either that or the Thomas theme. I don't know.
Okay.
Depends on me.
I mean, I think because this is something I was going to bring up at one point, but maybe on the chat next week. But it was about being a fan of the show, but obviously you're going to have people who aren't a fan of it.
Yeah.
And I think they might criticize you. They might, but just I think if you just kind of keep it subtle, like for example, obviously keep it with the friends you got on different things.
Yeah, so that's what I mean. Like, you know, sometimes we like certain things like that. I still like the original theme song. Don't get me wrong, I still love it. I still love it to this day, really. And this, sometimes I wept to it, but
What I was trying to say was basically like, I mean, if you're a fan of the show, if people, I think if they criticize you for liking it or they take the miss, I think the idea is just don't take it personally, because
yeah.
More times out of 10, they're just trying to be friendly, trying to be funny. But
yeah, because I mean,
the outcome of what happens really happens how it all depends on how you react.
Yeah, because I mean, when Engine Many Colors came out there, I came across this one YouTuber. I think he was like Wooden Railway Reviews out there, and he reviewed the episode. And he said to me, he said in the review, he says, Michael, why are you on drugs or something here? This was a terrible episode. And to be honest, I laughed at his review. As in, like, you know, I enjoyed watching it because I was like, what's his opinions on it? Because I would like to know. And I was telling myself, well, I know where he's coming from, like, you know, because it is a crazy episode, really.
Your episode kind of fulfilled an idea I had years ago.
Really?
I've always wanted to see a Red Thomas, but
I think in the original draft, actually, the Thomas was going to get a different color, but it was too costly to have everyone in different liveries.
I quite like the idea of this is an idea I never thought of. You know, I'm actually really surprised you wrote in the story. It was the silver James.
Yeah.
Never would have thought of changing into silver, and actually it looked pretty good.
Yeah. Yeah, it just thought really different. Like, you know, I think a funny thing as well. People also in this guy's review, he even said, like, you know, it was a 3-strike episode. I didn't know it was a 3. I did 3-strike formula until the episode was finished, until the script was signed off, and I thought to myself, wait, this script, there's something familiar about the script, and I was like, oh no, I did a 3-strike thing.
Oh dear.
I thought everybody's going to notice it here, and it's going to be terrible now. It's going to get bad feedback. So that's why I kind of thought it was my least favorite episode, really.
Does it make you think though? Because I mean, you think of it. If you were bullied at school for liking Thomas, a lot of the people who went to school with will be have kids now or later on, and they'll watch the episode and realize, oh wait, I knew that guy from school.
Yeah, in fact, one of my friends actually, one of my old school friends actually, so noticed I was on Pablo, and he was like, "Wow, that's pretty cool."
Yeah, it's a good show.
Yeah.
What's quite nice actually was my friend from my old neighbour. She worked with children with autism.
Oh, right.
And just out of the blue, she lives in my area. She just reported, because she works with kids with autism, and she said actually how good it was, how actually it was the perfect show to. And I sort of told her that I knew the person who voiced Tang, and she was like, "Oh, that's awesome."
No.
And I was like, I'm afraid I can't give you an autograph because I've not even met you yet, you know, in person.
Yeah, we have to organise that at some point.
Yeah, I know. Next time there's another tug show, I'll try my best to come down because.
I think probably the next one I go to is the August one, but depending exactly, you know, if I'm available.
I mean, if ever you're in London or something, just let me know. I can, you know, I live half an hour away, so.
Well, I'll let you know anyway.
Yeah.
I'll let you know. Next time I'm in London, I'll give you a shout.
I think I've known you for like what? I mean, we've already just started talking for a couple of years ago, but I've known about you since what?
You know me. You've known me since MTF.
Yeah. Oh, definitely. Yeah.
Yeah, that was the start of it.
So I've done it again.
Oh.
O-Gauge. It's more. That's the thing with O-Gauge. The details is more visible.
Yeah, yeah. Everything relies on detail. But there's a funny railway modeler comic strip I saw, which was this guy's this nerdy railway modeler. So looking at this guy's Caledonian pug model in Gauge One, and he says, he looks and he says, well, it's very good in that there, but the only thing that this model has issues with is that the coal in this model's bunker is by 3 millimeters too big and therefore not prototypical.
Who cares?
And the guy, and you see behind him there, the guy who built the model is like ready to wring his throat.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
God damn it! It doesn't really matter.
no, it doesn't. I mean, this wagon here, it's got the E2 buffers that came with the Thomas kit.
I did not know that.
Because they're white metal. Because they're white metal, and they weren't springy or anything. But I thought they would look good on this. Yeah.
Pretty cool.
So I've eaten you. But yeah, anyway, I mean, I used to work at Plymouth Valley Railway, and some of the things that, you know, some people come up to you and be like, yeah, there's not enough rivets on here, or our comeback would be like, well, if you don't like it, you can always pay for it to be redone.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's quite an interesting story, though. Like, I mean, unfortunately, you can't be too critical about people who are like that, because at the end of the day, they're also customers, really, aren't they?
Yeah.
They're the ones that actually we rely on them to help, you know, come to railways and places and actually keep the hobby going.
Yeah. Actually, that actually brings me on to another topic, which is what are your views on that program, the Channel 5 program, Great Model Railway Challenge?
Oh, you want?
What's your views on it?
I've not actually watched it, to be honest.
Have you not? Oh god.
I know. Two people are on it. I know Max. I think Max is on it, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was. Yeah.
And Adam Ashford.
Yes, but yeah, Adam and Max. But Max, if you're still in the chat, there, I was rooting for your team to win, because you guys actually did a better model than everything else. In fact, I think you guys pretty much nailed exactly what the theme was, really.
I did watch Chris in Green's talk about gauges, and I do actually. There's a lot of things that happen behind the scenes of the editing, and yeah, I think. I mean, I've not actually watched it, but from the sounds of what he was saying,
the presenter's puns are like terrible.
Yeah,
they're so bad. So
it put me off wanting to watch it. Actually, sorry guys. It's so bad. I won't even watch it, even though friends are in it. You know.
Yeah. Do you know what I actually think would really like? Who I would like to present that program? Who's perfect? I think he's perfect for the role. Pete Waterman.
Definitely, I met him actually.
Lovely guy. Oh, who else? There's another railway modeler who I quite like.
Rod Stewart would be a good one.
Probably, yeah, Rod Stewart. If they're making an American version.
Yeah.
Rod Stewart would be a good one. There you go. If there's any American people like that, the odd thing is though, is that the studio was actually looking for me to take part in the first series.
You really? Oh yeah, I remember you said you couldn't do it.
Yeah, they contacted me and I says I would love to do it. I really love to do it. And I had to make special arrangements with both Paper Owl Films and Mattel to say, like, you know, would I be free to do this? And they allowed me time free. So the next stage was then to try and find put a team together. The only problem is that I only have very few friends over here that actually would, you know, that share an interest in the hobby. And I thought, oh god,
I never got asked.
Hey,
I never got asked.
Well,
no, it's fine. Don't worry. I'm not.
I didn't think that at the time. Really, I didn't think that. But then the next time around, they actually asked me for the second series. They actually came up to me and asked me, "Would you like to take part in the second series?" And I said to myself, "Well, do you know what? I'm actually up for this time." So this time I actually did what you said there, and who was going to be on my team now? I'm trying to remember now. It was going to be Simon Martin.
Oh yeah.
Sean O'Connor, Ben Hall from and who else was there? Ben Hall. Oh, there was somebody else. I forgot who it was. Oh, but anyway, but yeah, Simon. Simon really said to me at one point that him and I really wanted to do like a model collaboration thing at some point. But do you know what? Maybe I don't know whether or not I should ask him.
Well,
If he's interested in coming onto the stream.
so
Not live stream, but like in a future one. If he's free, that's the thing, because he's he's busy with Nolan Real out there.
Oh, Simon Martin.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I think go for it. Yeah, see if he wants to do it. I mean,
because I said to him like, I said when I told him I wasn't able to.
I mean, I'd love to do more of these. Actually, this is actually quite fun.
Yeah, I assure you, he's definitely. If you want to come along next time like that, you're more than happy to.
Definitely.
Yeah, because I think the first of these here, it was me, Daniel Long, or Titus Rescue, and George Oaks, Sotos and the We Are Steam.
Yeah, I saw that. It was really good.
Yeah, we're gonna find a good laugh.
Didn't one of the guys there have a problem with his microphone? I mean,
that was me having issues with microphone because I don't know what it is. I don't know what's wrong with my microphone really. I mean, it one day at one stage it will work fine, and the next minute it'll all go jittery. I don't get it really. It's just weird.
In fairness, Northern Ireland is basically a field like with maybe 12 people in it. I'd have thought so.
Well, I suppose. Just to point out, Will Masons is from Northern Ireland, so like I can understand what it means.
Justice for the railway children. They were robbed of their victory.
Yeah, because I mean, like I said, like the team that won the challenge, they actually didn't follow the rules, and yet the judges chose them as the winners. I was like, but that's so unfair. And I was so angry. I think I kind of ranted about this online. I thought so that is so unfair of the judges. To pick a team who did not even follow the rules of the challenge.
You do get, well, unfortunately, that's just the way that I don't know. There must be some sort of. That's the thing with most places. There's always like kind of a hierarchy, or kind of a higher.
Yeah.
It must have paid him or something, like.
Will there be new presenters on the show? I have no idea really. I have no involvement in the show whatsoever.
My advice, guys, always stay humble.
Hey?
Always stay humble, guys, no matter what happens.
Yeah. Yeah, like I have no involvement in the next series really. So the only TV shows I'm involved with is Thomas and Pablo. That's all I'm known for. Yeah, that's a funny thing. Like I didn't realize you actually included a Tang reference in that Ringo Starr thing.
Yeah, that was kind of. I was gonna try and incorporate that in some way, but I was trying to think how to do it.
Yeah, but that was pretty clever. Yeah. I didn't realize. I thought it was so. Plus, the way you edited that scene, because in the scene where the clock scares Ringo, I didn't edit that bit. Tom did that. And it was so well filmed. I love that. Like he went through all these different angle shots. And I was like, "That's very good. It's well cut together."
Glad you liked it.
That's so cool.
The only thing that was annoyed was actually the fact that I managed to sort it out, but my software just didn't allow me to play audio back.
Right.
But because I shot it specifically so that I could link up the mouth movement to how my voice was talking.
Yeah.
But you had to do that instead, and I saw bits and I kept thinking, oh, it doesn't quite work, and if I
I'm sorry about that.
No, that's not your fault. It was still fun. It's still fun to watch. I think the best bit for me was a bit where I go, Ringo, shut his eyes. Remember?
Ringo, shut his eyes. Remember.
I need to apologise to you for that actually.
Why?
I didn't realise you were doing a Father Ted joke.
Yeah, I think that's what I was originally building up to. Like, I think somebody.
Salter. Is that what it says?
Sorry.
Is that the joke?
Yeah. You don't remember that? You don't remember it? Helicopter. When you fell out of the helicopter, you remember the zoo? You remember the tigers?
Yeah.
You were wearing a blue jumper. Ah, yeah, Sister Salter. How are you?
It's when I realized because I didn't even remember the joke. It's when I watched the joke back on YouTube. I suddenly thought, I'm an arsehole. So I didn't realize you were copying that. I thought you would. I thought, oh no, I'll use this to kind of make it a bit more interactive. I didn't realize you were copying a joke from Father Ted. I was like, oh.
But somebody in the comments got the reference though, so yeah.
No. I'll just say there were no cups broken in making of that sequence.
Yeah.
But I've lost them since, so.
Oh. Yeah, because I remember when we were talking about this, you actually had to go out and buy all you went and bought all this dollhouse stuff to make up all the scenes.
Well, I was going to do something with it anyway. I mean, the stuff I bought for Ringo's place was actually the wrong scale for what I was doing.
Oh, yeah. So I need you on.
I was going to actually go and sell it, but then when I started.
Sorry?
Well, I actually sold. I was going to sell that stuff, but then when we got to making Ringo's sets, I suddenly thought, actually, this works fine. So I might save again for another project, but
cool.
We could do a video where Paul McCartney makes a cup of tea, or something. Yeah, sorry.
Do you want me to voice Paul?
Well, we could do a video with Paul McCartney next time. You never know.
Oh, how you doing it? How you doing there, Ringo?
Wasn't he supposed? I think there was talk he was going to do a project with Thomas at one point, wasn't he? Before Ringo did.
I don't know.
I think he had, because he did it with Rupert. I think he was going to do like kind of a music video with Thomas with the Railway series.
I have no idea.
Like animated, but okay, well, I read it somewhere. Unless you guys, I don't know if you guys watching knew about this. Or if you heard of it, but
it's news to me, man. There's lots of stuff about,
if you can enlighten us, that'd be great.
I have no idea. Even though I work for the show, there's still things that still baffle me. I'm like, what? Seriously?
Yeah. James are racing.
I don't remember the hiccup being in there. What was I listening to earlier on there, which was I was listening to History of the Over Railway, the Jock Strap episode, and I heard your voice playing one of the soldiers in the Nay Hart trailer.
Oh, my favourite is always the Vanderhosen one.
Oh, I leave Vanderhosen.
Like, yeah, by the time we fall far back enough to reach the point and go through the other tunnel, we were getting bombed by Silufwaf. We tried to see this, but they just kept dropping bombs on us.
Oh, the boom boom claim would not stop hitting us.
Oh, so what's funny was I don't think the audio did that justice, but we had a read through a couple of years before the audio came out.
Oh, I think I saw that a brief clip of that actually.
I mean, I'll put it up on the Facebook group at some point, but it was so funny because we were laughing at the bit where he goes, "Sorry, I didn't realize you're actually involved in this." Oh, shit! Everyone just burst out laughing. Then we got to the bit where he goes, "We were chased for about hours by the boom boom plane," and then we just burst out laughing again. It was just it was so.
The one.
There's nothing to laugh at.
I was like, I was near doing one more. The one that made me laugh most there was Christine Green's last line bit. Now, correct me if I got this wrong here, but does it say here when Davey crashes into the next episode control, you hear him go like, "Nurse, there's a continuity error in my room. Where's my elephant gun?
Where's my elephant gun?" Yeah.
Where's my elephant gun?
I'm doing a video with Christine Green at some point, actually.
Oh, cool.
Well, I mean, I've already recorded it, but I'm going to edit. Basically, what I do, because I don't just do model make, I'm also a filmmaker.
Aye.
At the moment, what I did, if you ever go to events, or if you knew me with Sif, if you see me about with a camera, I sometimes document what things. I sometimes document behind the scenes stuff, and what I did with a lot of Christine Green stuff was I filmed what was happening around her. So that includes him setting up. A lot of his shots were actually set up. So basically, a dig kit, we had to move certain engines out of the way so we could present in front of the class 28 or the hall class, etc., etc., etc.
Yeah.
And I shot a film behind the scenes. So what I did was recently, while he was at my house, I did an interview with him and just asked him questions about that. And hopefully, in time, when when everything's finished, I'll put it together, and everyone can know some stuff about Chrissy and Green we didn't know before.
Awesome.
Yeah, sorry, that was badly spoke, but
No.
I was trying to do about how to catch a breath, but
yeah, I remember I was hanging out with Chrissy and Green during the last Tugs weekend thing, and I was showing him. But I was talking to him briefly earlier on, actually.
Yeah.
You know that YouTuber Hour of Poop? He does these funny YouTube videos.
Who?
His YouTube name is Hour of Poop.
Hour of Poop. I like YouTube poop sort of thing.
Yeah.
I've not seen that. No.
All right. Well, check him out. He does these like very well crafty edited YouTube poop videos, but it's like he's like done ones like maybe based around Lauren Hardy, based ones around Thomas and that there. But he did one of his most popular ones, which everybody loved here, which is called the Train Killers, which is
yes, I love that.
Oh, you saw that? Oh, yeah, that's him. That's him. Yeah.
Very cool.
Yeah. I sent it. Chris had never seen it, and I played it to him in the hotel room, and he burst out laughing. He was watching. He was like, "Oh my god, this is so well edited." So well performed. I was like, "Yes, isn't it?"
It's one of these projects where I just wish it got. What happened here?
Yeah.
Sorry, I just looked at my soldering. That just came right off.
Oh.
Sorry, back to this bit. So yeah, like I love that was hysterical. It was like the car chase.
Oh, I just love that. The one with Michael Rosen just appears on the road, and it's just he's just this cardboard cutout thing, really.
Get out of my way!
Get out of my way! Yeah!
Oh.
Oh!
Oh!
Boom!
I think one of my favorites is I don't know why it made me laugh so much. Is when all of it like one of the guys drops a boulder and then Oliver shots him into the sky and he's like, "Yikes!"
But he's releasing a new one today, actually.
Really?
Yeah, and it's all about it's a Thomas one. It's very well. The opening, for those, I won't spoil it for everyone else, but the opening titles for it is very good. It's very well edited.
Yeah.
It's a really good laugh.
Did you like Shed 17?
I remember seeing my first scene of Shed 17 was actually during the day when it was released. I was watching it, I thought to myself, yeah, let's see how this goes, really. And it was exactly what I expected of it. It was going to be like, on-piece camera documentary of some government thing going wrong, and all this stuff. And I was like, yeah. I don't know.
I mean, everyone said they didn't like it, but I loved it.
Well, I'll give it credit where it's credit's due. I actually reviewed it there on SAF, and I said, I like it for its creativity.
Yeah.
You might have, because I mean, to make things interesting, you have to add a bit of a twist to it.
Well, yeah, I think that's the thing. If you're going to do a remake of something, you have to make it. Don't try and copy what's been done. Try and be original. And I think that's ticked all the boxes in terms of trying to be original.
Yeah.
It's just so good.
But then when he did the sequel to that, there I kind of knew what to expect, really. So.
Yeah. Well, I didn't think Diesel and Annie would become a item. That was a bit.
That was a bit sudden, yeah. I was like, wait, what?
Where did that come from?
I don't remember.
Annie, please don't leave me. And I quite like the transformation for him, though. I like how he became kind of that evil, devious sort of thing, like where he's like trying to knock the door down.
Oh, why?
He's like, that sort of thing. I loved it.
Yeah.
That's good. That's good.
So, tell me this, Tom. Here, what's your favorite Thomas episode? Like from past now, there, or what was your? Can you remember what your first ever Thomas episode was?
It was, I can't remember now. It's between Thomas and Gordon because
Right.
I had a very old NSPCC VHS where it
Uh,
showed various shows, or it was Cole with Henry in it. Um, I think it was one of those two, but it was, yeah.
Mine one was
It's stuck with me ever since.
yeah. Mine one is Thomas and the Breakdown Train.
Oh, I showed my ex that actually when I was drunk. That's a good story. I love that. I love that. Yeah.
Yeah, but it was I don't know why I liked it. I just thought it was quite a good episode. But when I was younger, before my collection grew, I only had two Thomas VHS tapes,
Mm-hmm.
and it was one of it was like the paperback, the paper sleeve ones. You know those ones, the
Yeah.
paper side ones. Um, so one of them was Thomas and the Breakdown Train and Other Stories, and the other one was Thomas Comes to Breakfast and Other Stories.
Yeah.
And out of the two, it was the Thomas Comes to Breakfast one that was my favorite because I love series two. There was just something about series two I loved so much.
I was scared of it actually when I was a kid.
Hey,
I was a bit scared of it, to be honest.
why?
Well, because it was there was a lot of, it was kind of low. If it makes sense. Like it went from being quite, I don't know. It's hard to describe really, but I'll just leave it as it is. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I think the music went a bit moody in places, like in Edward's Exploit or something. No, sorry, Wrong Road and things like that. And
All right.
it's hard to describe. But I don't know. I think series two, I love it, but I feel like it's a bit lazy
Oh, okay.
because I've just seen so many like stuff that keeps falling apart in that series. I just kept thinking,
Well, I think when you said like stuff falls apart, I think you're referring to like the branch line coaches really, because I saw like they looked as if they were on their last wheels.
all the wagons as well.
Yeah.
Like if you saw if you look at Percy's Predicament,
Yeah.
it's what they did basically with the models. They had to try and save money. They had tar wagons and milk wagons painted on each side.
Yeah.
I think because when Series 2 came around, they were able to kind of buy more of those wagons, and you can see the brush strokes where they just.
Oh.
I just feel like it's just half-assed done, really.
Oh.
But I still like it. I just think it's a bit lazy. I just think the series was a bit lazy. But yeah, so back to what you're saying.
But yeah, I just remember when I just kind of liked that Thomas VHS tape quite a bit there, and then one day I lost it, the Thomas Comes to Breakfast one,
Oh.
and I was looking everywhere for it. I couldn't find it all, and so I've been trying to this day to try and find a copy, a spare copy of that VHS tape. So that's why we've been saying to each other. If any like Thomas fans there, if you know where I can find a spare copy of Thomas Comes to Breakfast and Other Stories with the paper sleeve VHS tape, let me know immediately because I've been trying so hard to find one. But I still have my original Thomas one here, which is still playable, but it kind of snows up the screen really good. I'm thinking about maybe getting a new one to replace it, but there's only certain Thomas ones I can get.
This is a modern making tip for you guys. This is how you pour Coca-Cola. You do it like this, because if you do it like that, you get the froth. Do it like this. Slowly. Yeah, so I used to work as a waiter.
No, remember that, folks. We'll be judging your Coca-Cola pouring in your own videos.
Yeah. No. Well, basically, do it like that. You save more drink.
Yeah.
and that's full of sugar anyway, so it's not amazing.
Right.
No, so I had a VHS like that actually. Funny enough, I had it was a series 3 one, and it had the last 7 episodes of series 3 on it.
Right.
So from
that was Escaping Other Stories, wasn't it?
that was from, I think, yeah, that was the one. Yeah.
I remember owning. I actually had that in VHS tape. I still have it somewhere.
Oh yeah, I mean, I had that, and I just for some reason one day it just wasn't there. But that I actually got a bigger nostalgia feeling watching that than I did when I saw because for years I never saw the episode. So when I got the complete series 1 to 5 box set,
Yeah.
I suddenly played it again, and I was like, oh my god, wow! All the music, the voices, and I don't know. Series 3 was just quite, it was Michael Angelis' first series. I feel like it's more. I feel like it was the best one.
Right.
Of his work.
Right.
But what's your favorite series 2 episode?
Oh,
yeah, Thomas Comes to Breakfast, isn't it? Yeah.
Have you not read my Wikipedia page?
Sorry.
Actually, to be honest, I'm still surprised. I'm still shocked I actually have one. To be honest.
Your Wikipedia page?
And they've taken a photograph of me off. I don't know. Was it one I posted on Twitter or was it one I posted on my Facebook page? I can't remember.
Well, that's the thing, is, to me, although you've done great stuff on hitting things, to me, you're still Mike,
Yeah.
Like I'm not put down on what you do or anything, but I still think of you just a regular guy, And I think
that's absolutely fine. Seriously, I'd let you. I prefer to be me than.
I think that's what I think, because I don't think anybody wants to be treated really as if they're an object or as if they have feelings too.
Yes. But it was a funny scene where actually in the last Tugs meetup, it came from Twitter. Yeah, I think it was on Twitter. In fact, Half Peg A, you were actually the one who took the photograph. Actually,
which one?
Half Peg A, he took the photograph for me because basically what we saw, we were coming back from this Mediterranean thing at Swanwick, and I saw this class 5 cat in the yard.
It was funny. I love that.
I thought to myself, do you know, that'd be great to take a photograph in because I really would like a cat right into. So I told Hayden, I said, look, mate, take this photograph of me here. Just take 2 photographs of me, one of a close up of me in the cab, and then zoom out and take another photograph again, just to show the cab.
Yeah.
Well, I said, I'll explain later on. I'll explain when I post it there, but. So it comes up with me. It just comes with a picture of me in the cab, and it just says, "I can't believe I finally get a chance to get a cab ride in an engine." And it cuts the next image, and it says, "I just wish the rest of the engine was there."
I love that. Oh, all the fun on railways. I went to Chelsea the other week actually.
Right.
That's the place where I've got an 08, and it's decorated. It's actually, fair enough, it's one of your 08s, actually. It's a Dublin one.
All right.
Because they were the ones that, I think Ireland had a couple of them, and they were decorated with the Guinness.
Oh, Guinness, yeah.
And I think a few of them that are actually preserved in Chelsea, in Wallingford. And they have not been looked after properly at all. It's like if there was a scratch of paint, they just paint over it. They wouldn't take the paint off, if that makes sense. Or
yeah.
And sorry, just so you know, I've just finished what I was doing.
All right.
I've got some cleaning up to do with some of the solder, but apart from that, the worst bit of this is done. I've still got more details to add to it, but when I finish, what I'll do is I'll make a wooden base, and then just do exactly the same with this one.
Awesome.
And then yeah, Annie's finished. And I use what I use for it is I use Slater's brass buffers,
Uh-huh.
I do it exactly as it looked on television, because if you look closely, the TV models didn't have, had smaller axle springs. No, sorry, axle box springs. But in real life, they're supposed to be longer.
Yeah.
And also, mine hasn't got any brakes. But they're in the kit. And I've left them out on purpose.
Just to match the TV series one.
Yeah. I don't know why they did that, though, because the Marklin Gordon Henry, the model, they had brakes.
Yeah, but they cut them off.
Yeah, I don't get why. It would have saved so much.
I think the reason why is because they were copying more of Dolby's illustrations, really, and they didn't show them. So
Yeah, they did, didn't they?
not really.
I saw it.
Only a bit.
Well, yeah, but I mean, that's just okay.
But I think it was like.
I think it's a logic. Like, for example, Thomas's brakes came on. Where are they?
Where are the brakes?
Annie and Clara tried to put on their brakes, but they couldn't. The automaker didn't put them on.
Because the illustrator forgot to draw them.
Yes. But they couldn't. No, they blame the guard. The guard's responsible for everything.
Just trying to think of one way to put this into words here. I'll just say it here. I was just trying to think. It kind of sounds a bit like Monty Python and the Holy Grail.
Oh yeah.
And the scene where they're being chased by the animated monster.
I think I've seen.
And as the beast lunged forward against the heroes, when suddenly the animator suffered a fatal heart attack. That's one of my favorite bit out of the whole thing, because when suddenly the animator suffered a fatal heart attack.
I love when the films take the piss out of the people involved in the project as well. Like,
yeah.
Remember what was it? George of the Jungle.
Oh, aye.
Like did you just stop the narrator? Well, he started it.
No, did. Yes, you did. Stop! Will you stop breaking the fourth wall? He started it.
Oh,
here's one I remember. Actually, I was remembering this during the week there. Do you remember a TV show called Bump in the Night?
What, sorry?
Do you remember a children's show called Bump in the Night?
No.
Oh, it was an American. Was it Canadian or was it American? I can't remember. Maybe it was Canadian, but it was a stop motion animated program. And why have I got those DVDs? I can't remember. But it features this green monster called Mr. Bumpy, and he's voiced by Jim Cummings. And there's this one, and he has a friend called Squishington, who's actually this blue blob who lives in the toilet. He's voiced by Rob Paulson.
Mm-hmm.
And there's one episode where it's called Night of the Living Bread.
Night of the Living Bread. Mm.
Yeah, when the episode starts with Mr. Bumpy's making a sandwich, and the top part of his sandwich, the top bread, falls behind the back of a microwave, and he accidentally turns the microwave on. And it causes like a radiation thing, which causes the bread to come to life.
Hello, Aidan. Sorry, yeah. Sorry, Karen.
Right. And so it comes on. So this bread just comes around and starts terrorizing them. But then there's one bit here where they think they defeated the thing, but they haven't. And the narrator it says once our heroes didn't realize that they had one fatal flaw. Hey, wait a second, what's this fatal flaw that narrator guy's talking about? I don't know. And you see the bread rising behind them about the panels, and the narrator is trying to tell them that the bread's behind them. And he goes but if only they looked behind them, all night could have been saved. They look around and they scream and they run away. And then it cuts this little crappy cartoon animation, which made me looks like a game console's cutscene sequence. And he had married to go but they didn't look behind them, so the bread ate them, and the bread ate everybody in the house, and the bread ate all the neighbors, and the bread ate the mailman, and the bread ate the cute little dog from next door, and the big fat rosy dimple cheeked son of a. And he gets very carried away. He's just these random images appear, to which point Mr. Bobby just comes in and just breaks the sequence. He just comes in and goes, "Will you shut up? We do look. The bread's not going to eat anyone." And the bread's just standing there going like, "Oh, what's happening? What's happening?"
God.
And he storms off. And then your man, Mr. Bobby storms off the scene. And then Harry goes like, "Oh, sorry. Can I just have one little?" "No." "Okay, we're moving on." But just that one scene, it just made me laugh so hard when I was young. I thought, like, that's brilliant, comedic writing there. But
Wow.
really bring that show back because Jim Cummings didn't want the show to end. He loved it.
Yeah, I love Jim Cummings.
Yeah,
I loved him in Sonic the Hedgehog and all that sort of thing.
Oh, right. Snively, what colour is my hat? I don't see a hat, sir. Exactly.
Get that hedgehog.
Get.
What do you think of the new Sonic film that's coming out?
Well, I've yet to see it though. I have to see how it goes. Really, it's still early days yet.
Yeah, I'm hoping that what's been leaked is just a work in progress. That it will look a lot, because I've seen people try and do it better.
Yeah, there's one fan version I saw where they actually got Gerald White to come back and reprise the role, which is pretty cool.
I don't know how Jim Carrey would work as Dr. Robotnik, but
Right, I'm
really happy they're calling him by his old name, not Dr. Eggman.
Right. Tom, right, Max here is just reminding me of what time it is now.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I said we should be ending the stream by 10. It's now like nearly 11:15.
Yeah.
Shoot.
It was not bad. We had a bit of fun.
Right, okay, well, I'm going to finish off getting these here plugs put on, and then I'm going to call it quits tonight. But maybe next time we'll probably work on the point motors, perhaps. We'll see.
Yeah. Well, let us know next time you want to do.
Yeah. Tell you what, we'll probably maybe have this. How's this, guys, in the chat? Would you like these streams to do once every 2 weeks?
Once every 2 weeks.
Once every 2 weeks, will that be okay?
Yeah, I'm happy with that.
How would you like that, guys? Once every 2 weeks, these streams? Still give me something to do.
There's not a lot of people there now, is there? So
there's about 8 people there. I think they're probably all gone to bed now.
Yeah, 8 people. That sounds okay, said Max. That's fine. That's good.
Cool.
And that sounds good. That sounds good to me, says Captain Rolls. Yeah? Yeah, we got a following.
Got the following, yes.
Well, what time do you want to go to bed then? It's shut your eyes and pretend you're asleep.
I do believe I'm being followed by a yellow submarine.
No, I would not. I didn't think you would. I've asked you nicely, Sonny, but now you're starting to piss me off.
No, I just remember that.
Also, here's a little something for next. There's a well, this is one of the fakes I'm going to use for Thomas.
All right.
Here's the eye mechanism.
Oh, sorry, hang on. Let me just put it on camera.
Exactly the way it did on TV back, I think, from Magic Railroad onwards. I had to follow the face down a bit, but until then, I think it looks quite good.
Yeah.
But yeah, I really enjoyed doing this. Actually, I mean, it's been a bit. I don't know if I've said too much or said anything that just sounds like gibberish or.
No, it's just if I say it sounds a bit gibberish anyway. So.
I know. I'm sorry to the model makers who are watching and probably thought actually the bit I was doing wasn't very exciting because it was just.
No, but at least we're working on something like we're not constantly just sitting and staring at each other, just like
if you wanted more regular updates and just to see what I usually do is I just I mostly just show the bigger updates on my Twitter. So
Screwdriver, where's my screwdriver gone?
So unfortunately, what you had to watch today was the boring bits. Where did you get the phrase from? My friend Kurt made that. Kudat 888.
Oh, bugger. Right.
You 3D model it for me.
I might. This will be a time consuming here, so I might have to do this tomorrow. Actually. Right, Tom. I think we might just call it quits now for tonight. Do you think?
Yeah, that's fine.
I can't find my screwdriver. I forgot to bring my screwdriver over. Which I need for this here. So. We'll probably wait until next time now. But I might have the points done by next time, so I could probably maybe do some more. Like maybe next time I'll probably do some scenery work. Perhaps we'll see.
Yeah.
But yeah.
In 2 weeks' time, I might have Cloudwell mostly done. Most of the bodywork done.
Yeah, and we'll try and see if we can maybe get some other people on board. Really.
Yeah, see if Simon wants to do it, or if Gavin wants to do it.
I'll ask Gavin. He was going to do it. I did ask him if he wanted to do it tonight, but he had something else on.
Yeah.
Which is no worries.
But yeah, I'm definitely up for doing this again.
Yeah, no worries.
It's been fun.
Yeah.
And I've enjoyed talking to some of you and yeah, just answering all your questions. And if you've got any more questions for next time,
yeah, don't forget. Yeah, just a reminder. Tom's going to be doing a stream or podcast with Ryan and co. with talking about the early days of SF and that there. So, if you want to leave a question for him here, feel free to leave him a question. Send through questions to either on SAF the SAF forums or on send a DM to the SAF folk on their Twitter page and say who's the question towards. Then just send it through then. So
if you like,
I've left some questions. I've left a question for you there. So
okay.
So keep an eye out for that there.
I'll tell you what. I've got Ryan's address here. I'll just read it out, and you can send him a letter with your questions on it. So it's I'm joking. I'm not actually going to give out his address. He'd kill me.
No. But yeah, just send it out to the SAF Twitter page on via DM, and now see if we can squeeze that in. And yeah, that's pretty great. We'll just call now here. Camera's always on. Was left on you there. So yeah, not really much done on this board other than just soldering wires there, but
soldering window frames. It's all.
It's all worth in the end. Like we can't.
Yeah.
One we always take time to do, and they don't happen overnight. So you have to
it's the little things that make the difference.
Yeah, it's all the little things that matter. In fact, I might as well finish this off here with if I get these boards back together again.
Yeah.
Should I not? Do you know what? For this one time only, I'm gonna. I know I'm not. I shouldn't really be doing this, but I'm gonna show you guys Thomas's model for Bright Sign Engines.
Okay.
And that's gonna be for the closing shot now. So.
At least you got Thomas to show.
Yeah, I've got Thomas to show. Hold on a sec.
At least you got one.
I've got two of them. Let me just get them here.
Mine's all brass. Mine's just in pieces.
Right.
La 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 la.
His roof's missing. So just once I find it here, I'll put it on here. So that's going to be Thomas's model for Brass Engines.
You've done that really well. Really quick.
Yeah.
Because I wasn't expecting you to. I didn't realize you'd start making one.
Oh, timber pieces don't show it yet. Oh god, maybe I shouldn't have shown it then. I'll cover it up then. but yeah, that's. I'm going to show it at a distance here, so you don't see it properly.
There's my body. Put me back. Give me your address.
Yeah, I'll from a distance there. That's it from a distance there, so you don't see it all detailed properly. So, well, yeah. But thanks again, guys, for coming on to the third corner.
That does look good.
Yeah, it does look good. I'll show you probably a remount here. So
I reckon in a way you kind of fulfilled a sort of because I don't think Audrey ever made a Mark II, did he?
no. Basically, he made 3 models of Thomas. Each of them were like spare ones. Like so, there was the Steer Repav one first, and then there was a Ginty one he had afterwards as a spare model, and then he made the E2 one because Hornby released an E2.
Yeah.
So
I reckon if he saw that, I reckon he'd been very happy.
yeah, well, I'm going to put him away here now, so I don't spoil anything for you.
I think that's what I think that was the reason why. I think that's the reason why, from what I'm guessing, that's why he made the Mark II.
Yeah.
It was just trying to fix the fault with the original design.
Yeah.
It was all Illustrator's idea. So he was trying to get control back of his engine.
Yeah.
And it does look more like a Brighton tank with the lower footplate.
Yeah. Well, here's another Thomas here. This is not finished yet. Here, I'm still working on it here. This is my replica of the Ginty version of Thomas, which is just a repainted Triumph Ginty. That's all it is, really.
Yeah. Oh, that's good.
I need to get the wheels converted though, so to road for once because they're not ready yet. But there you go.
Timothy, go on. Don't show it yet. Oh dear.
That's what he's saying. I was like, nah, I've already shown it there. But yeah, like I said, I was showing it from a distance there, so you won't see it there. So there you go.
It's funny how we're about to go, but more people have started turning up.
Oh my, yeah, it's funny. Somebody has probably announced on Twitter saying, "Why does Phil has previewed his Branch Engines Thomas? Go and look for it."
Yeah.
I'll officially show the Branch Engines Thomas when the film's made. That's all I'll say.
You've got a following that actually posts what you're doing and actually is like, "Yay, he's doing it! He's doing it!"
I bet there's going to be some folk here. Every time I mention Branch Engines on Twitter, but somebody's just going to say again, "Oh God, is he ever going to stop talking about this bloody thing?"
Michael, are you ever going to stop talking about this bloody thing? I told you, I don't want to be in it.
All right, Mr. Ingham. All right, Mr. Star. Okay, that's fine. No worries.
Because I want to do music.
That's fine. And I appreciate that. Okay, well, we'll end it there then. Okay, guys, thanks very much for tuning in to Modelist Corner, third installment, the Blue Meanies. Who knows what the fourth one's going to be called, but yeah, thanks for coming along, guys. Take care. Oh yes, and sorry, one last thing. Big thank you to Tom here for coming along.
Thank you. It's been fun.
Yeah, great. We'll have you on board for next time then.
Definitely, I'd love to.
Yeah, definitely. We'll probably be a recurrence then, which would be good. So yeah, okay, guys, that's us. Where's the off button? There it is. Okay, guys, see you then.
Watching you.